This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network, home of football in the scenic city. Are you ready to enjoy the beautiful game together? Today's broadcast is proudly brought to you on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network.
Gathers it up on the edge of the 18, looking for help, gets around a defender, well struck, he scores! 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club! Coaches delivers a straight left side, 2-1 Chattanooga lead! Chattanooga Football Club out in front! Approaches, strikes right side, it's saved! Chattanooga Football Club wins in the shootout!
Hi Chattanooga FC fans! We've got an exciting lineup for you today as we gear up for kickoff. Jump into the conversation on platforms like Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Your insights and enthusiasm significantly strengthen our community. You can find game day content, like our starting 11, game day guides, last-second information, and more now by visiting us on social media at Chattanooga FC. Game day snapshots? We'd love to see them. Tag us in your photos. Your vibrant energy is infectious, and celebrating those moments with you is what we're all about. Using our hashtags? Remember to include hashtag Chattanooga always and hashtag SomosCFC in your posts about Chattanooga. Let's unite on social media, unified in spirit. Whether we come out on top or not, we stand together. Show the world your support for the team, from home cheers to stadium roars. It's all for the love of soccer.
Gabriel Schrei will be on the call today. We'll be going to him soon for pregame. Don't go anywhere. You're tuned into the Chattanooga Kickoff Network.
Your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
yeah,
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga Football Club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey Chattanooga FC fans, stay connected with all the latest news, match updates, and behind-the-scenes action by following Chattanooga Football Club on social media. From Twitter and Instagram to Facebook and YouTube, we're bringing you closer to the team you love. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and show your support with #ChattanoogaFC. Follow us today and be part of the CFC community. Don't miss out on any of the excitement. Chattanooga Football Club, connecting our city one post at a time. Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together, we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
Ranger Station, Ranger speaking.
Yeah, hi. I'd like to report a bear sighting.
Location?
In the woods, just outside of town.
Oh, not surprising. You've got your home. Bears have theirs.
Yeah, but see, this wasn't just any bear. This bear was wearing jeans and a hat, as in Smokey Bear.
Jeans and a hat. That's definitely Smokey. What exactly did he have to say?
Well, we were about to head home, after having a bonfire.
Oh, I can guess where this is going.
Right. See, Smokey told me the fire wasn't actually out. He said if it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave.
That's true. Did you know that 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans? That means 9 out of 10 wildfires can be prevented.
Wow, no kidding?
I'm a forest ranger. We never kid.
Sorry.
that was a joke.
Oh.
If you see someone in danger of starting a wildfire, step in and make a difference, because 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans. Brought to you by Smokey Bear, the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
Welcome Chattanooga FC fans to Pre-Game Chat. We're counting down to kickoff. Today, we've got all the latest team news, key player insights, and your starting 11. Plus, we'll break down the tactics that could make the difference on the pitch in this one. Stay with us as we get you ready for game time. This is Pre-Game Chat, your ultimate pre-game destination for everything Chattanooga FC. Here's your host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome inside of Finley Stadium. Hello, everyone. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're here for a little pregame chat. They're kicking it around right now down on the pitch. We're almost ready to go. And unbelievably enough, first ever season as a part of MLS Next Pro, Chattanooga FC has a chance to seize their place in the playoff. Can they do it? We'll find out today. Let's get into what this match means and the stakes on hand between New York Red Bulls 2 and Chattanooga FC. Chattanooga Football Club is 9-9-9 here as we wrap up the regular season on decision day. 43 points in league play. New York Red Bulls 2 is 10-12-5 for 39 points, so they are mathematically eliminated. Even if they win today, they're out. There is no scenario where New York Red Bulls 2 can make the MLSNP playoff. That probably is a good thing for Chattanooga because New York Red Bulls might be a little deflated. You're also playing on the road in front of one of the larger crowds and venues you're going to play in this season for this New York side. First ever season as a part of the league for Chattanooga FC. They're looking to capitalize. They're looking to seal the deal and make history, and it would be big history for this club. All they need to do is win. They automatically clinch the playoff spot if they win, and they're coming off of a lot of momentum last week, an emphatic 5-1 victory in Toronto. It was the club's first ever match outside of the United States. Interim head coach Chris Nugent got off flying a hot start in Toronto and will be on the bench again today, leading the club from along the touchline against New York Red Bulls 2. Had a lot of great things to say during the week. After our break, when we come back with more of pregame chat, I do have his comments from postgame in Toronto, so we'll hear from him. We'll hear from Alex McGrath, the captain from Spennymoor, England, and Taylor Gray, the winger who scored last week, all as part of pregame chat. It's the first ever meeting between Chattanooga FC and New York Red Bulls 2 in MLS Next Pro action. They were eliminated from playoff contention at the conclusion of last week, but the New Jersey-based side determined to finish 2024 on a high note. They're going to look to do that. Led by head coach and former NY Red Bulls center back and Uganda national team captain Ibrahim Sekagaya, New York Red Bulls 2 enters Sunday in a two-match win streak, 2-0 and 3-1. Home wins over Toronto and New England Revolution 2 respectively. New York sits in 11th place in the Eastern Conference, 39 points accrued from 27 matches played, and an overall record of 10-12-5 and 4 shootout wins. Mitchell led the club this season with 8 goals, but he is not on the lineup card as of right now. I'll give you the starting lineups after our break as well. Mohamed Sofo has provided the most assists for the clubs with 6. I've also got a side-by-side of stats I'm saving for after the break, so stay tuned for those. We'll have those. Multitude of events happening inside of the stadium to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month. The gates have been open for a few minutes now, and the stands are already starting to fill up. Tons of folks turning out for what promises to be the most important match of the season and one of the most important in club history for Chattanooga FC. Really glad you're along for the ride. I'm Gabriel Schrei, CKRN. Before we go to break, I'll do this again after the break if you miss it or if I go too fast and it's confusing, but let me break this down as simply as I can. These are the scenarios in which Chattanooga Football Club can clinch a playoff spot for their first ever season as part of the league. Chattanooga can win outright. An outright win means they are in. It's that simple. Win and in. And of course, that's all Chattanooga fans. That's all we want to see. Chattanooga, a shootout win with a Chicago Fire loss and Carolina claiming 1 or fewer points means that CFC will make the MLSNB playoff. If Chattanooga gets a shootout win, Chicago loses, and the crew of Columbus claim 2 or fewer points, Chattanooga is in. If Chattanooga gets a shootout win, Carolina gets 1 or fewer points, and Columbus also takes 2 or fewer points, Chattanooga is in. And finally, Chattanooga can not only not win the match outright, they can not only go to a draw, they can lose the shootout, and if Carolina loses outright and Columbus crew take 1 or fewer points, they're still in. So 5 scenarios where Chattanooga FC can make the MLS NP playoff today, but obviously the one everyone wants to see from the Scenic City, an outright win. We'll break. When we come back, more pregame analysis. We'll hear from Coach. We'll hear from the guys down along the touchline, and kickoff is coming up shortly from the Scenic City. It's decision day in MLS NP.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
"Hey, you got this. Just breathe." Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
We're back with more pre-game chat. Here's your host, Gabriel Schrei.
Back inside of Fort Finley. Glad you're with us, Gabriel Schrei. It doesn't get bigger than this for Chattanooga Football Club or for fans of the Scenic City. It all comes down to this. Win and you're in. Your first season as a part of MLSNP, a club that has said emphatically for so long, we belong. Chattanooga, Tennessee belongs, has a chance to make the playoff, and all it takes is an outright win. It's all out on the table, and it's against an opponent that might be partially deflated after being eliminated last week, plus the momentum of a massive win outside of the United States for the first ever time against Toronto, 5-1 last week on match week 29. What can Chattanooga do today? This is the situation. 43 points in league play. They're 9-9-9, hosting the 10-12-5, 39 points in league play. New York Red Bulls 2. New York is out. There's no way they can make the playoff. Not a single scenario. Chattanooga has probably the best situation in the Eastern Conference. Win and you're in. That's it. No other conditions. You win, you are in the playoff. That's all they have to do. Just get 3 points today. There are 4 other scenarios where they can make the MLSNP playoff, though, for today. That includes 3 scenarios where they claim a shootout win and other teams drop points, and 1 scenario where they do not win a shootout after a draw and a couple of teams have to drop points. I'll give you those scenarios again in just a few moments. We're going to get the starting lineups. We're also going to, importantly, hear from key members of the club, starting with the head coach of Chattanooga FC, Chris Nugent, who is interim after Rod Underwood made his departure before match week 29. This is what Nugent had to say after the 5-1 win against Toronto.
I'm very pleased, of course. Winning 5-1 is, I think, especially in this where the results are really important. So I was pleased with how the guys dealt with the small window of adversity when they made their shape change. And obviously conceding the goal, the game can the momentum can go the other way. So the guys did a really good job of adapting and targeting some of the spaces that were left. So I think a lot of credit to the guys for recognizing that and making the adjustments. And then I think there was a lot of confident soccer from some of the guys and smiles. So I'm always pleased to see that. There was a small window where there was a lot of frustration. We spoke before about how we were going to press if they had a 3 or if they had a 4 and how we would build up and kind of just the principles for the guys to recognize. And it's the first time really they've had a lot of time. We didn't have any time in training to go over it that much. So for them to see it live against a good team who did make adjustments and cause some problems, to see them adapt was really positive and find a way through it. They worked together. So I'm pleased that they recognize some weaknesses and areas to capitalize on. And then obviously this week's been different for the club and difficult for a lot of people as well. So with the change and losing someone that's been with us for a long time, that can be difficult on the guys, can be difficult individually. So it was a busy week, and I don't know how well I've processed all of that yet, probably similar to the game. But I think like we spoke about, you kind of have to go next play or next opportunity, and the club is always bigger than any of us. So it's what we do on the field and what we do as a community and together. So I think we have to focus on that and go with it.
Fooled me on the stopping point. That is interim head coach Chris Nugent, who is leading the club today for his second ever match as head coach. Now comments from Taylor Gray and Alex McGrath. First Gray, then McGrath.
I think we were just flexible throughout the game. We had to make some changes. A lot of guys subbed in and they worked hard, and I think that just gave us opportunities to score. And yeah, we celebrated together and we really enjoyed the match. I think starting the season, we all wanted to, do well. Like everybody had goals, and now that the season's kind of coming towards an end, it's a lot of pressure and stress, and I think the guys just came together and we had conversations about it, and we're going to play free, we're going to work hard, and we're going to end the season swinging. So.
Yeah, I mean, 3 points is the biggest thing come from the game. Obviously, everyone knew what we needed to get from that. Idiots behind the camera here. But no, fantastic to score 5 as well. I mean, something we've been working towards, and just nice that we're able to put it together when it mattered. Yeah, I just thought we were free-flowing, dynamic going forward. Obviously, still stuff we can be working on, and Chris hasn't had much time to implement too much, but I think all the lads have stuck together through it, and ultimately that's what's got us the 3 points today. Obviously, the lads being good, and everyone's dealing with it differently, but ultimately we had 2 games left, and we needed 2 results, and halfway there, so it's just obviously looking at next week, and yeah, ups and downs, and tough to maybe take on board, but you have to always look forward and try and make the best of it. And I think the majority of the lads have definitely done that. And obviously, different amount of time certain players have spent with different coaches, but ultimately we're here to play football and pick up 3 points. And it was nice to be able to do that, and especially the way we did it, second half especially, with the 5 goals. It was fantastic.
Alex McGrath, captain from Spennymoor, England of Chattanooga Football Club, and his comments after last week's 5-1 victory over Toronto FC. When you're in, Chattanooga has to overcome the Red Bulls of New York. Can they do it? We'll find out. Kickoff moments away from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Don't go anywhere. This has been Pregame Chat.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Welcome to an electrifying showing of pro-side soccer under the lights. This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network, bringing you every heart-stopping moment, every triumphant goal, and every unforgettable play from the field. The Chattanooga Football Club, with their unstoppable spirit and relentless drive, represent our city on the pitch again. The tension is palpable, the stakes are high, and the roar of the crowd is about to reach a fever pitch.
From the first whistle to the final victory cry, we've got you covered. This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network. Now we go live to your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schreiber.
Welcome to Chattanooga, Tennessee, the scenic city under the watchful eye of Lookout Mountain just behind us. We are ready to play pro-side soccer. Chattanooga's football club has the chance, their first ever season as a part of MLSNP, to make the playoff. All they have to do is get around this New York Red Bulls side that has made the trip down from the East Coast to take them on at home. This stadium 2 weeks ago was flooded, and it's just part of seemingly endless adversity this club has faced all year long. Today, it's dry, sunshine pouring down onto the pitch, and we're ready to go. I'm Gabriel Schreiber, 22 men on the field. It all comes down to this for Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls, who are eliminated from the playoff. Chattanooga up front running Ibarra, Wamry, and Gray today. In the middle, McGrath, Jimenez, and Watson. On the back, Garvanyan, Sarsar, Brown, and Perez. In goal is Gene Antoine. And we kick off from left to right. This one rolling back in front of the area of the Red Bulls, who are on the road wearing white kits today. They'll flip it through midfield down into the attacking third. He's got it just outside of the area, walking it inside near the corner, looking for help, rolled to the close side on the left of the penalty arc, passed backwards. Red Bulls looking to the far side now, just on the edge of the wing. New York down in the 18 and battle that by Chattanooga. Two defenders there, still trying to get this in front from the end line and taken away by Chattanooga for a moment. Gathered by New York, battling for it down in the corner on the far side. Pass out, right side, corner of the 18. Here's a shot deflected by Alex McGrath. Pitched out towards the spot, and Antoine makes the save, preventing the scoring chance from New York, who pulls a trick out of the bag to get us started in Finley Stadium. A hot start for New York. Looking to establish a tone early. We're not going to sit back and take this. Sabufu is going to start up front alongside him, Roseboro. They'll be attacking today for the Red Bulls, who are running a 4-4-2. In the middle, Sofo, Sullivan. We've got Kasule. On the back, we've got Berkeley, Gutierrez, O'Connor, and Valencia, and Odell getting the start in goal for the Red Bulls of New York. Chattanooga has the ball, working from left to right. Way on the back with it is number 24, Logan Brown. Brown rolls this across to the touchline, now up towards midfield. Taylor Gray just behind it. Chipped over the top, long feet. Goalkeeper is way out and keeps it away from Wamry last second as he collides with his own teammate. Ball through midfield, back outside of the area of Chattanooga, where it's delivered to Antoine by Logan Brown, who's playing way on the back. Fareed Sarsar takes it, gives it off on the touchline. Chattanooga centering feed, 1-2 passes. Garvanyan long feed down to the midfield, battling for it with New York's Red Bulls. They're trying to take this away, and they do get this. Now on the attack from right to left, into the attacking third, walking it alongside Alex McGrath, stomping on the 18, looking inside, gets around him. Here's a shot left side, just misses. Nearly perfectly delivered for the New York Red Bulls, who would have taken an early 1-0 lead in a must-win match for Chattanooga. That couldn't have been closer. He walked it up into the right side of the 18. He was just along the line, and the delivery skeeters through the 6-yard box and goes just inches wide of the left post. Really nice look. Couldn't pull it all together. Mohamed Sofo, the forward, takes the shot. He's already scored 6 goals this season. Played against New England Revolution in the MLS earlier this year as well. Now the resulting corner delivered, bent out towards the penalty spot. Here's a header, another one. It goes wide right over the end line. Goal kick, Chattanooga. Interesting start here for the New York Red Bulls, who are letting it all hang out with nothing left to lose, nothing on the line, whereas Chattanooga has everything to lose and everything on the line. They must win to keep their season alive and make the playoff. Antoine, goal kick delivered outside of the 18, taken up on the penalty arc by the Red Bulls. They've got numbers. Here's a shot deflected away by Chattanooga, regathered, blasted right side, and fallen onto by Antoine. Gene Antoine makes the save, gathering up the ball, and he is facing a flurry of shots. We're in the 4th minute, midway through it. Gene Antoine being peppered in Chattanooga, Tennessee at home. Antoine will now put us back underway in just a couple of moments. Gene Antoine pitches this out to midfield. New York Red Bulls take it away from Chattanooga as it skeeters through the center field line. Chattanooga and New York going to battle early. Glad you're along for the ride for what's been a really good one so far. A hot start, and not that we didn't expect this to be hotly contested, but just seems like this one has taken off much more quickly than we could have anticipated. Thrown in, and the Red Bulls will work this from way back inside of their own area. New York Red Bulls passing this around on the back, now through midfield. This one rolls through, and a collision as Callum Watson is fired up with the referee for sounding the whistle. This is right in front of the scorer's table. Chattahooligans letting the Red Bulls hear them for sure. Red Bulls throw in. They're behind midfield on the close side. From right to left they go. Down along the touchline. Centering feed. Here's another connection out front. Red Bulls have it 10 yards outside of the penalty arc, taken away by Garvanyan. He tries to get through midfield where it's regathered by the Red Bulls. On the circle, New York passes this back behind the line. Here's a long feed to the close side, delivered perfectly down near the touchline, taken up there by the likes of Valencia, the defender from Panama. Floats this across just over midfield. Here's another pass delivered by the Red Bulls down inside, trying to get this towards the area. Long feed to the back door in the wing. Long pass across the top on the cross, and it sails over the end line. Too much on it. Another good look. They tried that earlier. Mohamed Sofo is the one who takes up the ball in the wing. This time he floats it over the top, and no connection to be made. I like the look. Chattanooga will put us back underway. Perez, long feed to Taylor Gray along the touchline. He's got it through into the attacking third, now into the wing. Crossing ball out front, Chattanooga, the shot and the score! Goal! Chattanooga 1-0! Crashing down into the 6-yard box. Chattanooga finishes it off. Unbelievable. Taylor Gray gets the ball in the wing, running it up the touchline. Lots of pressure there, and he's able to stay with it, stay calm, deliver a centering feed, finds the connection, and Chattanooga gets the score to take the lead early. Really good delivery out to Callum Watson, who is upended as he crosses into the 6-yard box. Callum Watson scores his first ever goal for Chattanooga Football Club. Chattanooga leading in a must-win match on decision day. There's a lot going on around the league today. The Western Conference going to play at 4 o'clock. I'll give you a breakdown in a few moments on who needs to win there, what's going on. Eastern Conference, every single club playing at 1 o'clock, and a lot of people need Chattanooga to lose. Red Bulls get the ball back off the kickoff. 8th minute, we are seeing the Scenic City lead New York 1-0. Callum Watson scored. Watson's goal giving Chattanooga the early lead. New York now looking to respond after a pair of wins. Red Bulls coach Ibrahim Sekagaya, the former Ugandan international, shouting out to his club. Chattanooga with the ball after they take it away. 8th minute, about to cross into our 9th, where it's 1-0 Chattanooga FC. Long feed over the top, looking into the wing, down on the far side. He's got it. Chattanooga looking for a centering feed, crossing ball out front, taken away from Alex McGrath. New York Red Bulls get this out just in front of the penalty arc. New York feeds this back to the keeper down along the end line. Wamry playing up. Taylor Gray intercepts it out of the air. He's 10 yards beyond the 18-yard box and tripped up. Perfect prime positioning for Chattanooga. Chattanooga will have a spot from about 10 yards beyond the corner of the 18. They're going to send Alex McGrath to take the kick. McGrath, Garvanyan, and Taylor Gray all standing with the ball. They're on the close side, just yards off the touchline, right in front of the supporters section. Waiting, Taylor Gray steps off, McGrath leaves it, Garvanyan chips the ball down towards Taylor Gray, intercepted by the Red Bulls and cleared towards the center of the field. New York eliminates the scoring threat for the moment. This one into the circle where Perez puts it back over the top, looking for Taylor Gray. He's onside, and no, they'll say he's offside, just barely inches from being able to take up the ball in the wing again for Chattanooga's football club. 1-0, 10th minute has arrived. Chattanooga took the lead early. Callum Watson scored in electric fashion. Red Bulls keep it away from Wamry. Back on the edge of the 6. New York distributes close side. NYRB2. Glad you're with us. A really good one in the early stages where it's 1-0 Chattanooga lead. Looking to keep that, extend it, build it against New York in this must-win match. Chattanooga on the verge of clinching a playoff spot, their first season in MLS Next Pro. A win guarantees their place in the postseason. A remarkable achievement for the club in their debut season. 5-1 win last week over Toronto. Leading 1-0 now as we're about to enter the 11th minute. Chattanooga has scored 45 goals this season, including the one they just scored moments ago. They've conceded just 41, so they're very balanced. They're going to look to keep that going. One win away from making history. They've shown all year long they have the kind of resilience needed to do that. New York comes up with the ball near midfield, down along the touchline far side from left to right. Taken away by Chattanooga. Thrown back to McGrath, and the captain distributes to the close side. Perez floating across the top of the AstroTurf. Joseph walking this from left to right down along the touchline. Give it off back to Logan Brown, who's going to chip it to Fareed Sarsar. A couple of players are up and bringing pressure. Roseboro notably up there. Looks like Mehmeti is also up bringing some pressure against Chattanooga. New York now intercepts alongside the center field circle. Just behind it, the Red Bulls playing keep away from Wamry. Floated back to the center back. He's got the ball down, working it near the touchline. Ibata playing up, trying to steal this away from the Red Bulls. They're going to go all the way back to the keeper. In goal today, Dallas Odell, a goalkeeper from Manhattan, Kansas. This is just his second start of the year. Joined the club after spending 2 seasons on the USL Championship side, playing for FC Tulsa. Made his debut on October 15th, 2022, in a matchup against Memphis 901. Totaled 6 saves. Prior to Tulsa, had a good stint in Divisiones Regionales de Football League in Spain. 7 clean sheets and 14 appearances there. Red Bulls still have the ball. They're way on the back, working it beyond their own area, now into the center third of the pitch. But New York, a lot of pressure is going to give this back to Odell. Walking the ball was Aiden O'Connor, the Grand Rapids, Michigan product. Left off just outside of the penalty arc. New York chipping this back and forth. Back into the center third of the pitch, behind midfield. Here's a pass right under the center field stripe. Down along the touchline, this goes out, and Taylor Gray brings enough pressure to force New York to give the ball back to Chattanooga FC. Pro Side Soccer 1-0, 13th minute, just arriving in Fort Finley. Gabriel Schrei here at CKRN. Chattanooga needs to win to make the playoff. Ball goes skying from midfield down towards the area of Chattanooga FC, just outside of the 18-yard box. Chattanooga takes it up. Fareed Sarsar arcs this over the top, and it rolls all the way back to Odell. The keeper will give this off. New York Red Bulls 2. Floated close side along the top of the grass. Aiden O'Connor down to the touchline. Doesn't like all the pressure. It's Omar Valencia. The man from Panama loses it. Wamry, backdoor pass, and just off the mark. He was looking for Jesus Ibarra, misdirected that, and the New York Red Bulls cut it off. Nearly a prime scoring opportunity for New York, who has this taken back by Chattanooga near midfield, but the foul called as Jimenez Aranzazu catches the boots of a would-be striker. Red Bulls will kick again from alongside the circle in opposing territory. Aiden O'Connor rolls this back across. He's been really good. Selected out of the University of Virginia in the 2024 MLS Super Draft. 12th overall pick. New York traded up to get him. They really feel good about this guy. Pass chipped over the top from midfield for Chattanooga, and Taylor Gray can't get to it without going offside. So this back to the Red Bulls of New York. O'Connor, so special. Spent 2022 and 2023 with the University of Virginia. 31 appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. Led the program to an NCAA Sweet 16 appearance in 23. Grand Rapids, Michigan native, played his first 2 seasons for Western Michigan University in Kalamazoo. The Broncos. Red Bulls take it up off of the kick. Long feed over the top, and Antoine comes out to greet this, swatting it backwards. The Haitian has been really special for Chattanooga again this season. Some of the best goalkeeping in the league. Jonathan Burke, Gene Antoine. 14th minute is gone. Say hello to the 15th. Long feed for Chattanooga to Taylor Gray, who's offside. Got the ball. He was just feet beyond where he needed to be. We've seen that a couple of times in the early stages. 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club in the lead. Red Bulls looking to respond. They're on a 2-game win streak entering this match. Their last 3, a loss to Chicago 2-1 on September 13th, then the victory over Toronto 2-0 on September 22nd. On the 29th, a 3-1 win against New England. And this is it. They're eliminated, so this is their last match of the year as a roster together. Gene Antoine boots this away as it rolls down into Chattanooga's end of the pitch. Sent all the way through midfield. Red Bulls clatter this around. They're in front of the supporters section of Chattanooga down on our right here near the touchline. Walking this towards midfield. Lots of space for Omar Valencia. He hands it off. Chattanooga looking to cut this off. A pass out of the reach of Callum Watson. Long shot. Antoine gloves it. Easily saved for Chattanooga's man. 15th minute collapses into the 16th. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. CFC pinballing this around on the back. Logan Brown gives it off. Fareed Sarsar to the far side. Rolled through Jimenez Aranzazu back to Fareed. Now floated over the top to the close side down along the touchline. Callum Watson to McGrath. Chipped to Perez. He tries for Taylor Gray. New York Red Bulls take it out of the air. Seized very well and captured by Valencia. He's got it, trying to control the ball, and as Perez collides with him, he draws the call. Sekagaya fired up about that. Chris Nugent, the bench boss, interim for Chattanooga Football Club. Sekagaya, the former Ugandan national and MLS star, the bench boss for New York Red Bulls too. And he's been with the front office of New York for quite some time. First joined the franchise back in 2015. Right now, Chattanooga trying to put New York City to sleep. Red Bulls dump this from midfield down into the wing on the close side from right to left, captured near the corner. New York turning about, looking to pass this inside. Chattanooga chips it away. Gray gets this to Logan Brown. Long feed for Wamry. Back to Taylor Gray on the midfield stripe. Gray around a defender. Wamry's got it. What passing? Down into the wing on the close side. Trying to go inside to Gray. It's taken away by New York and sent off over the touchline down near the corner. New York Red Bulls, Aiden O'Connor, great defensive effort on the back, stays with Wamry, cuts him off, sends that ball off the field, and Chattanooga now going to have a great opportunity here, but able to break down what was looking very good for CFC. Perez looks like he'll be the one to throw in. Our referee doesn't like something he's seeing down near the end line. 16th minute is gone, 17th minute winding quickly where it's 1-0 Chattanooga. Thrown in by Perez, swiped at by Jimenez Aranzazu, back to Logan Brown. Garvanyan rolled to the far side to Alex McGrath, kept away from defenders. New York Red Bulls playing up aggressively, trying to take this away from Chattanooga, who's threatening again. Down into the wing, far side, around a defender. McGrath runs it down outside of the 6, shot left side gloved. McGrath wants the penalty kick and he won't get it. Trying to argue with the referee and he's ignoring him. Chattanooga Football Club, one of the least awarded of penalty kicks in the entire league. Only 3 chances at penalty kicks this season, which is really unbelievable with the volume of matches they've played, 27. This ball rolls through. Chattanooga can't cut it away from New York Red Bulls. They dumped it all the way through midfield, down into the attacking side, goes off over the touchline. Red Bulls backdoor, long feed. He's got it on the right side of the 18. Long shot, and it's wide. Too high, too wide. Gene Antoine can take a sigh of relief. He reached for it. I don't think he touches that ball. And so no corner coming, as this one will be goal kick for Chattanooga. Officials today, Adam Kilpatrick is our referee. The ARs are Marcus Moss, Juan Pablo Casas, and our 4th official down at the scorer's table is Dorian Del Toro. Kilpatrick, so far letting these guys play. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. They're leading in a must-win match. A victory pushes them into the MLSNP playoff. 19th minute is winding in Chattanooga, down in Fort Finley on the pitch. Beautiful sunshiny day. One big line of clouds rolling over the top of Signal Mountain. A little misty up there. You can see the humidity resting on top of the forestation. Chattanooga trying to go through midfield, taken away by the Red Bulls. New York loses this, NYRB2. Chattanooga's man strips it away. What a feed, down to the left side of the 18. Chattanooga inside, shot off the side of the goal, and the fans thought he scored. What an individual effort. Great pass. Alex McGrath tries to do it all himself. The captain fighting his way down against defenders. Gets that into the area. Lights off a gorgeous shot, but it comes off the side of the twine, left of the post, and can't quite find the frame of it. Chattanooga will have a great corner kick chance. 20th minute is halfway over. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. McGrath will take the corner from the far side. Box is loaded up. Everybody down on the right end of the field. Chattanooga, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Navy kits inside. McGrath bends this close side. Header goes up high, over the top and out of play. Goal kick, New York Red Bulls 2. 1-0 Chattanooga, the Scenic City taking on the city that never sleeps. A chance to make the playoff for Chattanooga, Tennessee. Rolled to the close side by the keeper. Knifing his way is Aiden O'Connor, the man from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Long feed, looking for the offside call, and Antoine gets it. Let him go for a second there before making the call. Chattanooga's last three, a win against Columbus Crew 2-1. Very important 3 points, kept them alive. That was back on September 8th. Then a 1-1 draw at New England Revolution on the 21st. And finally, a 5-1 victory last outing, match week 29, at Toronto, 5-1 on September 30th. Chattanooga, if they win, makes the playoffs, so we don't know who their opponent will be yet if they can pull off the victory. 21st minute, winding towards our 22nd, where it's 1-0 Chattanooga. Thrown in, down into the area. New York Red Bulls clear this away. Dangerous couple of seconds. Chattanooga regathers, 10 yards behind the 18-yard box. Chipped by Pates inside. This one sent off. Taylor Gray couldn't gather. Chattanooga FC will play up defensively as the Red Bulls throw in from beside their own bench. Logan Brown can't defend. This one around him and loose now as Chattanooga regathers the ball. Jimenez Aranzazu just behind the midfield stripe. He gives it off, a handoff to Alex McGrath. He goes to the far side to Garvanian, who's working left to right down along the touchline. Sent off as Jesus Ibarra gathers and is jostled by the Red Bulls. Thrown in, 22nd minute, halfway over, 1-0 Chattanooga. CFC rolls back side of the center field circle. Logan Brown, long feed to Pates, who's along the touchline. Sekagaya shouting out to his players. This one back behind midfield is Chattanooga going to go ahead and go for the full reset, giving this to the keeper. Antoine distributes and mistakenly sends this into the Chattanooga bench. New York Red Bulls will take over in the attacking third now. A throw-in coming from alongside CFC's bench. Up to put the ball into play, Omar Valencia, the man from Panama. Valencia's been really good, just appeared for Panama's U23 friendly against Mexico. Played for the U20s in CONCACAF, the U20 championship. Made his debut for the team on June 11th against Uruguay. Thrown in, New York Red Bulls 2, looking to the far side, long feed, right side of the 18. Wanted to go to the wing, and instead NYRB2 back towards midfield, just beyond the circle. Walking with the ball is Esteban Gutierrez Ruiz. The man from Colombia goes to the far side, down along the touchline. New York around a couple of defenders, now down outside of the wing. Long feed into the 18, cut off by Chattanooga, and a scoring chance broken up. Now this ball is chipped towards midfield, looking for Wamri. A header, a collision, and the whistle sounds from Adam Kilpatrick, our referee. 1-0, Chattanooga lead. 23rd minute is about to give way to the 24th. You can hear the Chattahooligans making noise down alongside the pitch. Chattanooga Football Club will make the playoff, their first ever season, as a part of MLS Next Pro if they can pull off the victory at home. They've been leading 1-0 for some time now. A score by Callum Watson, as I would call it, a dirty, greasy goal. That one came in brilliant fashion. A quick run, a counterattack, broke out, running free. Taylor Gray chipped it inside, and Watson was there, and he went end over end as he took the shot. He got his legs cut out from under him, but able to finish it. It was his first goal of the season as well. On the circle, the ball taken by the New York Red Bulls from Chattanooga. Red Bulls going backwards. NYC chipping this back and forth. This is Aiden O'Connor, the super draft pick out of Michigan. The Virginia product chips this across towards the circle. Back and forth goes New York. Red Bulls looking for space through midfield. Left off for Valencia, the man from Panama, harassed from behind, and the ball lost. Jimenez Aranzazu bringing a lot of heat right there. Jimenez Aranzazu, originally from Ciudad Juarez, a great pickup this season for Chattanooga Football Club. He has been an absolute staple at midfield, very consistent. Ball rolls off for New York Red Bulls 2. They were looking for the wing on the close side down along the touchline. Lose the ball. Chattanooga throws in. Perez sends this skying over the top through midfield. Wamri fighting for possession. He's down on the edge of the attacking third. There's Aiden O'Connor who boots it back. The former Virginia Cavalier sends this towards the end line of Chattanooga, and Logan Brown lets this go. Logan Brown, another great new addition for Chattanooga Football Club this year. Brown from Dallas, Texas originally, played for Dayton and Massachusetts, played for UMass from 2019 to 2022. The Flyers were his last year of collegiate eligibility before going pro. Pataz throws in for Chattanooga, looking for Taylor Gray. It skeeters out near the bench of Chattanooga. Last touched by the Red Bulls. Headed out by Adri Metme. He's been good, part of the academy before getting called up to play for the United States Youth National Team 4 different times. Played for a development league in Portugal. 7 total appearances in that league, and now playing professionally, obviously, for this New York Red Bulls system. 26th minute is halfway over, where it's 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club. Chattanooga a chance to make the playoff, right now in command after a nice goal by Callum Watson. Thrown in, Chattanooga just outside of the attacking third, roped around a defender. They'll say that CFC put that out over the touchline, so the ball back to the Red Bulls. NYRB2 throwing in from alongside their own bench. Sekagaya shouting out to his players, the former Ugandan national. Lots to say. He's done a really nice job with this club so far in this MLSNP side of New York Red Bulls. Fun to see a guy who's had so much success coaching and trying to give back to the game. Played professionally in Argentina, Austria, and of course the U.S. Multiple league titles. MLS Supporters Shield with the Red Bulls. Ball goes through, so Chattanooga takes it up near midfield, tries to dump towards the area. Odell comes out to greet it, and as the ball is touched, our referee says offside. Ball back to the Red Bulls. 27th minute, winding quickly in Tennessee. Pitch to the far side, through midfield. Chattanooga rejects it. Fareed Sarsar looking down towards the wing. Race to the ball, kept away, back to Odell. Jesus Ibarra, been very efficient this season. Can't get to the ball in time there. Left on for Aiden O'Connor. Intercepted by Jimenez Aranzazu. Touched by Garvania to the close side to Taylor Gray. He stops and goes around Mehmeti. Back to Taylor Gray. Backwards to Pataz. He's just beyond midfield. Jimenez Aranzazu is looking for Taylor Gray. He finds Sekagaya. And they're going to exchange a little laughing conversation there. Head coach of the Red Bulls, not his intended target of the pass, obviously. He took it up on the bench. Thrown in, Red Bulls working from right to left through midfield. 28th minute is about to give way to the 29th minute. We've almost played a half of an hour in Chattanooga. 1-0 CFC lead. Red Bulls through traffic, finding their way towards the 18 on the right side. Down along the touchline now in the wing. New York pitches it out front. Mehmeti with the ball. Leaves it off again down into the wing. Alongside the 18. Passed back out front. New York looking for space. Rotating the ball around. Back towards midfield. Here's a lot of space around Wamri. Long shot delivered towards the spot, and they let it roll through and over the end line. Juan Esteban Gutierrez Ruiz, the man from Colombia, tries to put that together. He got an MLS contract, a homegrown contract in April of 2023, and has been a really important piece this season. 3 goals scored. He's appeared, this is his 24th match and his 23rd start for this MLSNP side Red Bulls club. 29th minute in Chattanooga. Beautiful sunshiny day, a win and in situation for Chattanooga's football club, and it is decision day in Next Pro. Long feed for Chattanooga from behind midfield, taken up by Alex McGrath, dribbling, going backwards. He's got help back near midfield. Chattanooga distributes along the touchline. Jesus Ibarra looking back to McGrath, who's on the left side of the 18, walking away from it, though, along the front of the penalty arc. He gives it off to Callum Watson, who's already scored. Down to Taylor Gray in the wing near the end line. Gray, dribble, dribble, dribble. Pass back door. Here's a shot. The bicycle deflected away by New York. Sent straight up inside of the area. Headed out front of the penalty arc, battling for the ball. Jimenez Aranzazu wants it, taken away out of the air. Chattanooga deflects it back towards the penalty arc. Sent away from the 18 out of the circle on an aerial play by the Red Bulls, and now New York has eliminated a momentary scoring chance. Logan Brown regathers way on the back for Chattanooga, who will reset. We have played a half of an hour from Chattanooga, Tennessee, between the Red Bulls of New York and Chattanooga's football club, where CFC leads 1-0. New York Red Bulls 2, they are dangerous even without the playoffs on the line. Red Bulls 2, they're out of the playoff picture, but 55 goals this season. Their attacking prowess makes them really dangerous. Speaking of which, long feed down into the area on the right side, a shot deflected off. Red Bulls get through in just seconds. That's exactly what I was bringing that up for. They can score, and when they do, it rains goals for this NYRB2 side. They've also, perhaps even more importantly than that productivity, won their last 2. Chattanooga can't afford to take them lightly today, and to this point, they certainly haven't, leading 1-0. We've got a player who's down back on the midfield circle, and medical staff coming on to check onto him. Gabriel Schrei, CKRN, glad you're with us. 1-0 Chattanooga's football club. A half of an hour played from Tennessee, and a very good match underway between the Red Bulls of New York and Chattanooga's football club.
Connect your home or your business to fiber fast speeds up to 25 gigs.
I thought set pieces might play a bigger factor in today's match. We really haven't seen any, but that was something I had highlighted on my sheet. New York Red Bulls have scored 9 goals from penalties this season. They've converted 90% of their chances from the spot. Chattanooga, I mentioned, has only been awarded 3 penalty kicks. They converted 2 of those 3, 66% and change. Set pieces, though, could be a decisive factor today. Both generate a lot of corners. New York's efficiency on penalties, Chattanooga's strength on headers. Whichever team is sharper on the dead ball, that could be the edge as this one goes on. But right now, Chattanooga playing wide open and letting New York feel the gas, and it's worked for them. Callum Watson scoring a nice, dirty, greasy, grimy goal just a bit ago. We'll take a look around the league right now in the Eastern Conference. Everybody watching Chattanooga to see how this turns out, because only a couple of spots left across the league, but this one very, very important to the Eastern Conference. Let's break it down. Other matches going on right now: Inter Miami at Carolina, Philadelphia at Chicago, Orlando at Cincinnati, Toronto at Crown Legacy, Huntsville at New York, and Columbus at New England, all happening right now in the Eastern Conference. There are 5 remaining spots contested by 7 teams. Inter Miami, New York City FC, Crown Legacy, Chicago Fire 2, Carolina Core, Chattanooga, and Columbus Crew 2 all can make the playoff today with different scenarios. A difference of just 3 points separates the 4th-placed Miami and 10th-placed Columbus. Think about how insane that is. 3 points is just 1 outright win in league play. So a lot of shuffling going on there, but Chattanooga, the best-case scenario remains quite simply a victory. And right now, leading 1-0 as the 33rd minute is rolling. We played a little more than a half of an hour from Finley Stadium. The Western Conference is going to be dramatic later as well. Town FC at Austin, Timbers 2 at Colorado, Whitecaps at Houston, MNUFC at North Texas, Ventura at Monarchs, LAFC at SKC2, Tacoma at St. Louis, all at 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's 1 o'clock on the West Coast. And only 1 of the 8 spots remain. 5 teams separated by just 2 points. Real Monarchs, Houston Dynamo, Austin FC2, Sporting KC2, and Portland Timbers. We're about ready to get back underway after an injury. Shaken up, Red Bulls man comes off, ready to go. Gene Antoine will goal kick us back underway. Chattanooga Football Club, New York Red Bulls 2. Glad you're with us. I'm Gabriel Schrei. It's Pro Side Soccer. Chattanooga through midfield, passing it down along the touchline. This one back and forth. Walking this along the front of the line, just 5 yards beyond it is Milo Garvanyan. Dipped across to the captain from Spennymoor. McGrath leaves it off for Jesus Ibarra. Back to Garvanyan. They're just on the edge of the attacking third. Jesus turns away from one defender and now has it stripped away from him. Beautiful play defensively by the Red Bulls. Centering feed, floated across the top of the AstroTurf to the close side. Walking with this, looking inside, taking his time. Down on the left side of the 18 is Omar Valencia. Fed inside on the right side of the penalty arc. Now to the left, back to Omar Valencia, who's in the wing just along the corner of the 18. Crossing ball towards the penalty spot. It rolls through, shot to the right side and covered. Gene Antoine falls onto the ball for Chattanooga. Great scoring chance for Chattanooga's football club. That one moves all around down inside. And Ibrahim Kasule is the one who fires off the shot. 7 goals this season for the member of the Uganda national team. Chattanooga puts us back underway. They're working from left to right. 35th minute winding. Half of an hour in the books between Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls 2. Brown through midfield, leaves it off along the touchline in front of Sekagaya. He goes just outside of the 18 on the right side. Callum Watson centering feed. The shot by McGrath is blockered over the top by Odell, who wags his finger. A little Dikembe Mutombo there. What an opportunity for McGrath, who lit that off. Perfectly placed pass. He takes the shot, and Odell just touches that over the top. But a dangerous moment for NYRB2. McGrath, the midfielder, 7 goals scored this season. He's played 2,100 minutes for the club. In 27 matches, he's appeared in 26 of them. This is his 24th start. Right now, the captain will take the corner from the far side. The 6-yard box loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Navy kits. McGrath, front side of the 6, headed away by New York. It's outside of the 18. Callum Watson has it. Right side of the 18-yard box. Feeds it down low. Garvanian has it stripped away. Red Bulls lose this in traffic for a moment. They regather. Kasule is praying some keep away. And Wamry nearly steals this as this one rolls over to Sullivan. Dillon, the midfielder, passes this up to midfield just behind it. And now bent over the top for NYRB2. Finding on the close side Omar Valencia, the defender. He gives it inside. Mehmeti looking to go around McGrath, back to the circle. New York Red Bulls try the far side. They're about 10 yards beyond midfield, chipping this back and forth. New York Red Bulls, Wamry playing keep away from him. Chattanooga's man playing up aggressively. Back and forth through the center field circle. New York Red Bulls down to the close side. Long ball. Omar Valencia just outside of the wing has it. Looking inside. He takes his time, gives it off. Mohamed Sofo, the forward. Back to the circle. A bit of a reset here for New York's Red Bulls. They trail 1-0 midway through our 37th minute. Here's a pass. Mehmeti down inside, right side of the penalty arc. Chip down to the corner on the right side of the 18. A shot back door, this one wide. Sailing over the end line, Chattanooga goal kick. Great scoring chance created by the Red Bulls. Took some nifty passing. They pull it all together, but can't put that one on the frame of the post. Decision day here in Chattanooga. Chattanooga just has to take the win. The 3 points put them in the playoff. A little bit of shoving, and the Chattahooligans fired up about it. Ball went through midfield. The ball goes back to New York Red Bulls right in front of the supporters section of Chattanooga FC. Chattanooga tries the long play over the top into the 18 where Antoine gloves it and rolls it to the close side. Distributed to Perez. Joseph backwards, Logan Brown. Brown chipped across. Fareed Sarsar way on the back outside of Chattanooga's 18. Far side, 2 passes, Jimenez Aranzazu. Put this outside to Callum Watson. Chattanooga back to Fareed Sarsar. The center back goes to Brown from Texas. Logan, long feed. Callum Watson, he's got it. Looking out towards the penalty arc. Intercept made perfectly by Aiden O'Connor. New York Red Bulls 2 trying to play this away from Chattanooga. Wamry takes it and he's grabbed and dropped to the turf. As he goes to the AstroTurf, Kilpatrick, the referee, sounds his whistle. Beautiful spot for Chattanooga. They're not even 10 full yards off the right side of the 18. Ibata standing by with the ball. Garvanian standing by with the ball. McGrath, Callum Watson, 4 of them. Garvanian will be the first to step off. Now the captain from Spennymoor stepping off. Ibata and Watson standing on the ball. Kilpatrick there wants to have a word. The referee satisfied with the spot. Ibata will leave it as well. Callum Watson, the only one with the ball. 4 Navy kits inside of the 18. Ibata will join them. Evenly distributed across the front of it. Kilpatrick has a word. And now, ready to give the signal. There it is. Callum Watson. A 4-man wall in front of him. Here's the shot over the top, deflected perfectly. New York Red Bulls prevent the scoring chance. Callum Watson nearly able to pull it all together there himself. He just went for it. Frank Sabufu, the forward from Uganda, the one who deflected the ball.
That is another CFC corner kick.
Chattanooga FC will take a corner from the far side. They're going to get set for the set piece quickly. McGrath, the captain, to deliver. 6 Navy kits. Here's the bend, backside of the 6. A header goes straight up for Logan Brown. It's out front. Odell swats it away near the spot. Sent aerial by the Red Bulls. New York on the move, trying to clear this still. Regathered by Chattanooga. Chipped deep into the wing along the end line. Taylor Gray centering feet. Deflected by New York Red Bulls 2. Regathered in the corner and swiped out towards the center field stripe. It comes down in play near the Chattanooga bench. Padez, the one who takes it up. Joseph tries the far side. Long bend for Chattanooga FC. Taken up again by Jimenez Aranzazu. Just yards beyond midfield. He sends it long for Ibarra, who's in the wing on the close side down on the right. He's going to step off as this rolls into the corner and is gathered by NYRB2. Ibarra contests, and this goes off over the end line off of him, and so it's goal kick Odell. 41st minute rolling. We've almost played 3/4 of an hour in Chattanooga where it's 1-0 CFC. This season, 45 goals scored for Chattanooga, including their one today. $55 scored for NYRB2. 41 conceded for Chattanooga. NYRB2 has conceded 60. That's their productivity. Set pieces have been huge for both of these clubs, but so far the only score, obviously, that Callum Watson run on kick. Speaking of which, he intercepts the ball at midfield. Long feed up to Wamry on the right side, close to the wing. Given to Jesus Ibarra along the touchline. He chips it around a defender on the end line. Wamry tries to center and put off by the Red Bulls. So here comes a corner. 42nd minute is winding in Chattanooga where it's 1-0 CFC. Corners this season, super big piece for both of these clubs. 104 for Chattanooga, 128 for the Red Bulls. Chattanooga seems like they're stacking them up today. Other scores in the Eastern Conference, scoreless between Carolina and Miami. 1-0 Chicago over Philly. 2-0 Cincy over Orlando. 2-1 Toronto over Crown Legacy. The corner will come from the close side. Chattanooga to deliver. Here it is. Garvanyan bends it backdoor, headed by the Red Bulls. It's still in the area. Jesus Ibarra takes at it, regathered by New York. NYRB2 looking for a long feed down along the touchline. A stoppie, and he goes down, blown tire. Fareed Sarsar, Sekagaya wants a call, and the referee Kilpatrick has a word. Sekagaya is just emphatic, not happy. New York Red Bulls will kick us underway. Aiden O'Connor delivers across. Taken up by Mehmeti. Adri through midfield, down into the attacking side. Back across the center field stripe. Aiden O'Connor with it on the circle. The Virginia product galloping his way down into the attacking side. Jesus Ibarra nearly steals it away. Padez sends this skying over the top. Arcing the ball through the air. Taylor Gray coming from behind. Headed back to Odell, and he's got it. Taylor Gray streaking down the pitch, trying to make a difference. Nearly have played 3/4 of an hour in Chattanooga, where it's 1-0 CFC leading the Red Bulls of New York. A little bit of red and blue action today from the Scenic City. I'm glad you're along for the ride. Long feed through midfield. Big header. New York Red Bulls come down with it, and the whistle. Ball going back to Chattanooga. Kilpatrick catches this. The spot will be just beyond the 18 of Chattanooga. Logan Brown starts us. Back across, out front for Fareed Sarsar with the ball, right beyond the penalty arc of Chattanooga. 44th minute about to give way to our final minute of regulation in this first half. 3/4 of an hour looming. 1-0 Chattanooga FC in a must-win match to make the MLS NP playoff. Padez back with it just beyond midfield, shoved off by the Red Bulls. They'll keep the ball. Sekagaya has words for Omar Valencia. Thrown in by Padez, long feed over the top, headed backwards, this one towards midfield. Padez throws a helmet on the ball, gathered up by New York Red Bulls, through midfield. Mehmeti is fighting for it, lots of collisions. Jimenez Aranzazu goes down, no whistle from Kilpatrick, he lets them play on. Taken up along the edge of the circle, Dylan Sullivan, he's got it, kicks it across to Mehmeti. He's being harassed by Callum Watson, back to the center back, who is Aiden O'Connor. This one back onto the circle. New York Red Bulls looking for somewhere to go on the offensive. 45th minute, halfway over, 1-0 Chattanooga. Long ball down into the area alongside the 6. Here's a shot deflected by Antoine. Put back. Pettis saved it. Here's another shot deflected again by Chattanooga. Save, save, save. I can't believe it. What a sequence for Chattanooga Football Club. Gene Antoine owes some teammates a steak dinner. Oh my goodness. That's unbelievable. That might be the best defensive effort I've seen from Chattanooga all season. That was incredible. The sheet remains clean on an unbelievable sequence for Chattanooga Football Club. New York Red Bulls had a surefire scoring chance. Antoine made the first save, Padez made the second, and then a third save made down inside by Logan Brown, who sells out his body. That is just incredible. 1-0 Chattanooga. We played 45. 3/4 of an hour in the books. Stoppage time now between these two. Halftime break coming up. Chattanooga has to be feeling absolutely fantastic. A lot of footy left to play, though, in the Scenic City. Ball out front of the area. New York Red Bulls have a man down in the back. Hopefully he's all right. Slow to rise is Sullivan. Ball out to midfield through the circle. It's taken up by Chattanooga FC. Garvanyan rolls this to the far side. Chattanooga still near center field in the third of the pitch alongside that stripe to Jimenez Aranzazu. Kept away from Sullivan, who's back on his feet and playing well. Passed away from Mehmeti. Chattanooga trying to go on the attack. This one rolls to the far touchline. Sent over the top by Chattanooga FC. Down towards the wing. This one sent backwards. It rolls off over the touchline. 3 minutes of stoppage time was the call. We've almost played 2 full minutes of stoppage time. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. Thrown in Chattanooga. Along the touchline, rolled back to the center field stripe. 2 minutes of stoppage time in the books. 1-0 Chattanooga FC, halftime looming. CFC rolls this across. Joseph Padez around a defender along the touchline. Jesus Ibarra can't get on top of it. Kicked away by the Red Bulls. A little bit of space to work with for Sofo. He gets it through and loses the ball. Looking for help for Tanner Roseboro. The midfielder can't take it up. Chattanooga regathers and resets. 2:20 played of 3 minutes of stoppage time in Chattanooga. Left to right, stopping on the stripe, backwards. Callum Watson to Fareed Sarsar. Chattanooga, a little bit of strategic time wasting. Very happy to go to whiteboard time with a 1-0 lead. Long shot over the top for Padez. It's got too much on it, and Odell gathers the ball. 2:50 played of 3 minutes of stoppage time. We'll see how much they let this roll beyond 3. NYRB2 distributes to the far side. Floated over the top, a long feed. Chattanooga back with it. Fareed touches this across. Callum Watson, and there's the signal. 1/2 in the books. And the first half, the first 3/4 of an hour are all Chattanooga FC. A few really good scoring chances. Nothing comes to fruition for the Red Bulls of New York. Right now, Chattanooga coasting to the MLSNP playoff for the first time ever. We'll be back, talk about scores from around the league, what to expect the rest of Decision Day, and what we've seen between Chattanooga and NYRB2 on CKRN. Don't go anywhere.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at chattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
Stay connected to all the Chattanooga FC action with the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Tune in for live broadcasts of every match, in-depth analysis, and more. Whether you're at home or on the go, never miss a moment of the excitement. Follow us on social media at Chattanooga FC for the latest club news and updates. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Become a part of the Chattanooga FC family. Season tickets are available now, offering you the best seats and exclusive perks. Enjoy priority access, special events, and much more. Whether you're a die-hard fan or new to the game, there's a place for you with CFC. Visit cfctix.com and secure your season tickets today. Together, we're unstoppable. And together, we make every game an event to remember. Chattanooga FC, where loyalty meets passion.
Attention Chattanooga FC supporters. Get exclusive content and insider access by following us on social media. From live match commentary to player interviews and training highlights, there's always something new to discover. Engage with us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook to stay in the loop and never miss a moment. Be the first to know about special events, ticket offers, and giveaways. Follow Chattanooga Football Club today and join our online family.
Hi, I'm EJ Williams for American Humane. For thousands of years, dogs have been our best friends in our worst times. Today, we're also learning that our best friends millions of whom are abandoned each year, are often the best medicine when people are facing obstacles. To help both people and animals, organizations like American Humane have been working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, finding animals in need of forever homes and training them as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help our veterans, the elderly, and children overcome the daily obstacles of life. In this way, the rescued can become the rescuers. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
We've played 3/4 of an hour in Chattanooga, Tennessee, where it's 1-0 CFC. Win and in situation today for the MLS NP playoff. If Chattanooga comes out with a victory, they walk right into the playoff. All they have to do is get around this NYRB2 side. A really greasy, dirty, grimy goal scored by Callum Watson, ran down on top of it, fought his way into the 6-yard box and finished off a nice feed inside by Taylor Gray. He went end over end as he toppled to the pitch, tackled down in the 6th minute of play. Then I would say the other big story of that first half was an electric trio of saves, just unbelievable made. Logan Brown, Joseph Perez, and Gene Antoine, the keeper himself, making the first, but got some help from teammates. And like I said, I think he owes them a nice ribeye dinner tonight. That was pretty unbelievable to see him make those plays. That's how we got to this 1-0 half at the score. Let's take a look at a couple of the statistics to watch. The shots, 10-8, New York Red Bulls 2 leading. Shots on goal, 5-4, NYRB 2. Blocked shots are 4-2, New York leading that category. Total passes, 217, 216. It doesn't get closer than that. Percentage-wise, 84.3, 84.7. Very, very, very close match. No cards issued yet between these two. So an exciting second set of 3/4 of an hour is coming up. We'll have the second half in all of its glory in just a few moments. Before we go back to break, taking a look around the Eastern Conference. If you don't know how Decision Day works, basically this is it. This is how you qualify. This is the final match day, match week of the MLS NP regular season. It's number 30. And a lot of clubs need to win today to make it. Let's take a look first at the Eastern Conference. So there's a handful of matches going on right now. 5 remaining spots are contested by 7 clubs. Inter Miami, New York City FC, Crown Legacy, Chicago Fire 2, Carolina Core, Chattanooga obviously, and Columbus Crew 2. A difference of just 3 points separates 4th placed Miami and 10th placed Columbus. So they all can qualify for those spots. Taking a look around the scores, still a clean sheet at the half between Carolina and Inter Miami. 1-0 here. 1-0 as Chicago leads Philly. 2-0 Cincy on top of Orlando. 2-1 Toronto in front of Crown Legacy FC. New York CFC 2 trails to Huntsville 1-0. And New England and Columbus deadlocked a goal apiece. Every match is at the half. They all kicked off at 1 Eastern time. All of the Western Conference matches will kick off at 4 o'clock Eastern time. 1 out on the West Coast. Taking a look at what that means for Chattanooga. Chattanooga is in with an outright win. If they win a shootout, there are 3 different scenarios where they could play to a draw, win the shootout. Chicago has to lose. That's important because Chicago is in front of Philly right now. That's the first scenario. Also, the Foxes would have to take one or fewer points in that scenario. So scoreless at the half. If they go to a draw, if they play to a draw and then lose the shootout with a Chicago loss, Chattanooga's in. The second scenario, Chicago loses and the Crew take 2 or fewer points. Right now that's looking good because they're deadlocked 1 goal apiece at the half. So if they were to play to a draw, even if they win the shootout, that means Chattanooga's in. But again, they need Chicago to lose as well in that scenario. The third, with a Chattanooga shootout win, the Carolina Foxes could take 1 or fewer points, so play to a draw and lose the shootout or just lose. And the Crew could take 2 or fewer. So again, they're playing to a draw at the moment, 1-1 at the half. They could even win the shootout with Foxes taking 1 or less points, and Chattanooga's in. Chattanooga can play to a draw and lose the shootout. And if the Foxes of Carolina lose, and the Crew plays to a draw and doesn't win the shootout or they lose, Chattanooga's in. So a lot of different ways Chattanooga can make it. I'll keep an eye on those for you. You don't have to, don't think about it. I'll tell you. And let's hope the Scenic City doesn't need anything else to happen and they continue on to an outright win. 1-0 at the half. CKRN will be back with the second half in just a moment from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more.
I learned patience from my adoptive dad. All he had to say was,
Hey, you got this. Just breathe. Hey. We're pretty good.
Yeah.
Might have to start a band.
I got it.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Can't make it to the game? No problem. Tune in to the Chattanooga Kickoff Network for live broadcasts of every Chattanooga football club match. Hear every goal, every save, and every moment of excitement from the comfort of your home. Don't miss a second of the action, whether you're at home or on the go. Follow us on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network and stay connected with all the live updates and commentary. Experience the game as if you were right there in the stadium. Chattanooga Kickoff Network, bringing the game to you.
This summer, the Games will bring us together to celebrate our nation's athletes, their sacrifices, resilience, and unwavering passion. Because at the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we believe athletes are defined by their journey, not the medals they win. And creating a safer stage for all levels of competition is our priority, from the practice fields in your town to the podium in Paris. Join the movement to end abuse at uscenterforsafesport.org.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
1-0, 3/4 of an hour in the books. Must win, and you are in for the Scenic City. New York Red Bulls obviously relishing the opportunity to play the role of spoiler today. They've won their last 2. They trail 1-0 after one half of play. Chattanooga is definitely boiling over in front of their home crowd and feeling it, and we'll see if they can continue their success in the second half of play.
The New York Red Wolves.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gabriel Schrei. Glad you're here and along for the ride for what has been an electric match so far. Taylor Gray opened up the scoring by feeding it inside to Callum Watson, who was flipped end over end in the 6th minute as he finished off a scoring play. Chattanooga will start this second half with the ball and now work from right to left. They're goaling side down on the left, going to look to score again against this side from New York, who has been fairly successful and on paper really a very close match, even though it hasn't felt that way here in Chattanooga. CFC made an electric stand, 3 saves, the first by Antoine, who was then displaced and out of position, then a pair, one made by Perez and another made by Logan Brown to keep the sheet clean right before the half. Chattanooga kicks off. They will start this second half with the ball right near midfield. Garvanyan backwards. He gives it off to Fareed Sarsar, who's looking for some way to push this upfield. Now to the far side, just along the touchline. Brown will send it right back to the center back. Fareed, the give to Garvanyan. Milo walking it with this down along the touchline, goes to Callum Watson. Back to Fareed. Sarsar just beyond the penalty arc. Chattanooga trying to draw the Red Bulls out of position. Here's a long shot over the top on the far side for Taylor Gray, trying to stay onside on the corner. Big collision, no call or flag initially. Now Kilpatrick sounds the whistle. Referee runs over. That is a prime spot for Chattanooga. Taylor Gray smiling and shaking it off as he stands. The former Reinhardt University Eagle and Maryland Bobcat takes the hit like a champ, and what a spot this is for Chattanooga. The ball is a foot off of the corner of the 18 on the right side. Standing by with it is Alex McGrath, along with him Milo Garvanyan. This is a prime scoring chance for what could be a very crucial goal in club history. McGrath steps off. It's just Milo Garvanyan. 5 Navy kits inside of the area. Garvanyan delivers a strike right side, saved. Gloved by the keeper from inside of the 6-yard box. He flashes the gloves and snags this up. He's going to keep this one close. Alan Rutkowski now playing in goal. Dallas Odell out of the match. We'll see what Rutkowski can do for this second half. Jesus Ibarra steals it, trapped on his boots. Long feed to Alex McGrath, centering feed. Taylor Gray has it chipped away by the Red Bulls at the last possible second. Ibarra takes it up on the wing and the close side, down left of the area. He gives it to Milo Garvanyan, back to Jesus, trying to fight this away from the Red Bulls of New York. Garvanyan takes a pass, looking for Callum Watson. He heels it up to Wamry, who's along the end line. Mehdi, heavily defended down near the corner, fighting against 2 New York Red Bulls, able to get around the first, and he goes down. No call initially. Now Kilpatrick sounds the whistle. Chattanooga's man goes down. Another prime spot for Chattanooga, basically a corner kick, just yards into play along the end line. McGrath standing by with it. Milo Garvanyan standing by with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside of the area along the backside of the 6. Jesus, Fareed, Wamry, Logan Brown, and Taylor Gray all inside. Garvanyan standing by with the ball, as is the captain from Spennymoor. Here's the signal from Kilpatrick. No, scratch that. He's calling out to the keeper. Doesn't like something about what Rutkowski and the Red Bulls have going on. Kilpatrick looks satisfied for the moment. He's talking with Mehdi Wamry. Wamry, one of the best scorers in MLSNP this season with 12 goals. Now Kilpatrick puts the whistle into his mouth. Here's the signal. McGrath touches it. Garvanyan back to McGrath. Alex fires a shot back door. The feed to Taylor Gray. Can't gather initially. Ball loose into the far wing. Fighting for it. Chattanooga's man trying to box out along the touchline. This one rolls off, and the ball will go to the Red Bulls. New York will take over with the ball. They're looking to create some production and play spoiler on the road. I mentioned during the first half, I think set pieces could be a bigger part of the match in the second half. It will be interesting to see what adjustments are made based on how the wide open play went for these two clubs. Does New York try to slow that down a little bit? Do they lean into it? Do they see something they like in that first 3/4 of an hour, or vice versa? They didn't like how that went. Chattanooga had the lead after that goal in the 6th minute. They try to slow things down. We'll see. Chattanooga Back across just over midfield. Now to Taylor Gray along the touchline. He's on the far side. From right to left goes CFC. A couple of passes. Padez looking for the area, taken away by the Red Bulls. New York, long feed. Aiden O'Connor looking up the field. This one, pinballs all around. McGrath can't gather initially. Swiped away, regathered by Callum Watson. Chattanooga back to the center field stripe. CFC chipping it back and forth. Jimenez Aranzazu playing some catch here. Up and playing pressure is Roseboro, able to keep this away from New York, and now Chattanooga will try the close touchline. Garvanyan rolling this across the top of the AstroTurf to Sarsar. Fareed, the handoff. Now to the far side goes Logan Brown. Chattanooga looking backwards. Logan again. Standing just outside of their own area. New York Red Bulls playing way up on the press. Chattanooga retreating and retreating as the Red Bulls play closer and closer. This one taken away, but a foul called for by Kilpatrick as Garvanyan toppled end over end. An interesting, still no cards assessed by Kilpatrick, letting these guys play today, and certainly has made for a fun match as they played wide open. Jesus Ibarra takes the feed on the edge of the circle, chips this, floats it long far side. Taylor Gray into the area on the right side, shot to the left, just wide of the post. Taylor Gray knifes his way into the 18-yard box, fires off a shot and just a bit too much on it as it rolls just wide of a scoring opportunity. Rodkowski puts us back underway as we're into the 51st minute. 1-0 Chattanooga FC lead. From Chattanooga, Tennessee, CKRN, I'm Gabriel Schrei, and we are glad you're with us. This has been a really fun one so far. I'm sure we've got a lot of action left to play today. Thrown in by the Red Bulls of New York from center field. This one takes a big high bounce. Sekagaya is just emphatic on the bench, shouting out to Kilpatrick, the referee, shouting out to his players and Chattanooga's men. The Tennesseans step off. This ball will go with New York. Pretty decent spot, maybe 15 yards beyond midfield, and they're going to try and capitalize on this set piece. Bodies loading up back inside of the area. Sekagaya shouting out to his guys, get down in there. Sekagaya still shouting out. Kilpatrick the signal. Here's the delivery. Long ball floated back door. Gene Antoine flashes the gloves. A nice look, well placed by Juan Esteban Gutierrez Ruiz. Just couldn't get hooked up with anyone on the backside. Antoine rolls us back underway through midfield. This one takes a big skeetering bounce. Callum Watson harassing New York from behind. Ball swatted at. Can't regather. New York still after it. Padez touches this to the end line, and Antoine will come out to gather the ball outside of the goal. Given to Logan Brown, now Padez. Chattanooga way back in the corner on the far side. Working it back and forth. Long feed by Chattanooga FC looking for Taylor Gray. Sent back from near midfield. This one rolls all around along the center third of the pitch. New York Red Bulls 2 take this up from left to right. They go along the far touchline. New York inside. This one headed away by the Red Bulls. Chattanooga regathers down in the wing on the far side, way back on their own end of the pitch. Chattanooga, Padez bends this across the top for Garvanyan, still looking for a way to get this out of there. Down in the corner, trapped by Milo and sent off by New York intentionally. Red Bulls 2 turn this over to Chattanooga. Alan Ratowski up to make the play. Throw-in coming momentarily. Looks like they might give this to the Red Bulls. Deflected out off of the Red Bulls, so they do give this to New York. NYRB2, Copeland Berkeley to throw in. Berkeley his 16th appearance of the season. This is in play. No call as there's a collision. Jimenez Aranzazu takes it away. Chattanooga out to midfield, just behind the stripe. This one pinballed through the air. New York comes up with it, trying the far side. Taylor Gray in pursuit defensively. New York Red Bulls, one pass, now two. Chattanooga cuts it off. Padez, long feed, looking for Taylor Gray. Intercept made by the Red Bulls, and well played defensively as they keep this away from Alex McGrath and Taylor Gray, but the ball errantly sent off of the pitch. Thrown in for Chattanooga. Backwards, Logan Brown to Gene Antoine. A laser shot towards the middle of the pitch. Through the circle, New York Red Bulls 2 to the far side. Chattanooga, Callum Watson delivers this to Taylor Gray, who's got it along the touchline, now into the attacking third, driving his way down into the wing, stops shy of the corner, rolling this back out to the corner of the 18. They're on the right side of the area. Padez takes it up after it clatters through defenders, and his shot travels over the end line and out of play. 55th minute is winding. 1-0 Chattanooga FC out in front from the Scenic City. Glad you're along for the ride. This one rolled to the far side. New York Red Bulls 2, given off along the touchline. Long feed takes a pinball bounce through traffic. Callum Watson touches this over to Patez. Joseph Patez to Callum Watson, the man from England, backwards. Logan Brown, the Texan, tries this over the top to the close side, airing it out. He's going to get a connection there with Milo Garvanyan. Milo's been a really good piece this season, originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Came from New Mexico United. Last season he played there, his hometown. Chattanooga way back on the spot, given off by Antoine de Farid. Sarsar walking his way along the touchline, tries the long feed for Wamre. It's a foot race that will be errantly over the touchline and back to New York's Red Bulls. Little sigh of relief. Red Bulls keeper will come out and handle this situation. Thrown in towards midfield. This one bounces around a little bit. Chattanooga's got it. Jesus Ibarra, he gets through traffic. He's down along the end line in a centering feed. Sent off for a corner kick for Chattanooga. Nearly had the perfect scoring chance. Odell back between the posts, set up and ready to face pressure. Alex McGrath will deliver. Chattanooga's captain signaling out to Rakowski. Here's the delivery. Chattanooga bends this back door of the 6. Here's a header. It goes out onto the edge of the 18. Callum Watson runs it down. He's got it in the wing on the far side. Down near the corner. Chattanooga looking to center this up and sent off by New York Red Bulls 2. Heavily contested by NYRB 2. Milo Garvanyan will be the one to deliver the set piece this time around. 57th minute is halfway over. 1-0 Chattanooga FC. Milo Garvanyan from the corner. Milo has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside of the 6-yard box. Kilpatrick, the referee, sounds his whistle. Here's the bend from Milo. Back door of the 6, headed away by the New York Red Bulls. Very, very well played defensively. Copeland Berkeley puts a helmet onto the ball, chips that over the top, and it sails out. He prevents the scoring chance. 57th minute is over now as we've entered the 58th. 1-0 Chattanooga FC, who is playing to win and make the playoff. What a historical moment it would be for Chattanooga Football Club. Another corner kick coming, this time from the close side. Callum Watson throws this over the top, headed away by New York. They've got a little bit of steam trying to get this to midfield. Patez rejects it. Taylor Gray takes at it. It rolls through onto the 6. The keeper delivers to the far side. New York working left to right along the touchline and trying to clear this away. NYRB 2. Backwards. Red Bulls. Chipped across. Wamry up playing aggressively. New York Red Bulls down to the close side. And this one sent off by Milo Garvanyan. Berkeley was the one to last touch it. Thrown in. New York Red Bulls cut off again by Milo Garvanyan, who bats this out to midfield. And from the stripe, we get the signal from Kilpatrick, our referee. Throw in coming. Ball will stay with NYRB 2. They're way down on the right in the attacking third, sent off immediately by Chattanooga off the throw-in. Berkeley will toss this back into play. Thrown in long by Copeland Berkeley. This one rolls through, clatters around, and now cleared away by Jesus Ibarra out towards midfield. Chattanooga's Taylor Gray runs onto it in the circle. 2 Red Bulls there. He fights through as he's grabbed at, and Kilpatrick, now the whistle. Referee does sound the whistle, but a ton of grabbing, shoving, colliding. Well, I joked last night, called down to Atlanta and talked to Jason Longshore. Called some college soccer down in Atlanta last night, and I joked with the staff when I got here today. I said, it's the Southeast versus the New York Red Bulls. Atlanta United had to defeat the New York Red Bulls to put themselves in a position to make the playoff on decision day as well, and they did just that. everyone in Georgia and Tennessee versus New York these days.
New York Red Bulls 2 have 3.
NYRB2 will throw in their way back on the wing. 3 changes coming for the Red Bulls. The first we're going to see coming into the match is Jair Colazo. Colazo came from the Ecuadorian Serie A, featured for the club's U19 and U17 since 2022. We're also going to see Aiden Jarvis. He came from the academy for the New York Red Bulls. Made his debut on May 7th, 2023 against Philly Union 2. And the last is Malik Zenke Dembele. And Dembele has been in the academy system of Yilin Olympique of the Malian Premier Division since 2015. He joined them when he was 11 years old. And he's on loan with the New York Red Bulls. They do have an option to extend him through next year. It was for this year, 2024. The Red Bulls could keep him through 2025 if they so desired. Ball goes off far side. Thrown in, Chattanooga. Trying to control and possess. This one, pinballs all around. Red Bulls have the ball from left to right down into the wing. Chattanooga fighting for it. 2 Red Bulls there. Centered up, out front, 10 yards beyond the penalty arc. New York to the left side of the area. Mehmeti, long pass down towards the end line. It rolls off. '60th minute is winding, 1-0 Chattanooga FC in what you can only describe as a must-win match for this Chattanooga side. We've got a call from our official. He wants to have a word with Gene Antoine. Kilpatrick sounds the whistle, comes up, exchange quick words, and we are ready to continue on. From Chattanooga, Tennessee, CKRN, I'm Gabriel Schrein. Glad you're with us. Back underway, Sekigaya emphatic as Callum Watson shoved to the ground by Juan Esteban Gutierrez Ruiz, and Kilpatrick sounds the whistle right away this time. Not going to let him play on after that. Sekigaya is not happy with it. Chattanooga puts us back underway. Long feed through midfield. It finds the edge of the circle. Alex McGrath comes up with it. Rolled across into the wing. It's Taylor Gray. He's got it on the right side of the 18. Down to the corner of the area. 2 defenders in front of him. Left off Padez. Here's a shot. A blistering feed to the right side, and it rolls off. The keeper gets gloves onto that, sending it over the end line. Joseph Padez lights a rocket off from outside of the area. Unable to get that beyond the keeper, but a corner kick generated for Chattanooga. Could be a good chance for Chattanooga FC. They're leading 1-0. We're into the 63rd minute now between these two clubs. Tension and pressure growing with each passing moment, seemingly.
That is a CFC corner kick.
Chattanooga corner. To be delivered by Milo Garvanyan. 5 Navy kits in the 6. Here's the bend across the top backdoor. New York headers it away. Gathered up on the corner left side. Callum Watson, backdoor feed. Headed straight up. It stays in on the end line. Garvanyan touches at it. Now taken by the Red Bulls. New York walk this into the wing on the far side. Trying to clear this away. Getting it around Alex McGrath, and Callum Watson steals it back away from the Red Bulls. Tano Roseboro, though, immediately making the big play and getting that out of the area, preventing the initial scoring chance. Chattanooga trying the close touchline. Stripped away from Zanke Dembele. He's going to take this down in the wing on the close side, way down on the left. Quick pass, rolling this out towards the center of the pitch. And another collision as Chris Nugent and the Chattanooga bench very happy to see this. Perhaps not, this ball going the other way. Red Bulls will stay with it. Thrown in by Copeland Berkeley. Rolled backwards by Juan Esteban Gutierrez. Keeper distributes to the far side. Odell gives this off. Down along the touchline through midfield. All the way up towards the wing on the far side. New York Red Bulls have it into the area. And this one covered by Antoine as it escapes through traffic, skeetering through a pair of Chattanooga defenders. Antoine, the keeper, good eyes for the ball in motion. Continuing on, Chattanooga just outside of the area, way down the right for Reed Sarsar, gives it off Milo Garvanyan, backwards for Reed again. Inside of the 18, pressure is coming. He's going to float this across the top to the far side, just out of the wing. Chattanooga from right to left, walking this along the touchline towards the center of the field. Perez gives it off. Alex McGrath has a lot of room to work with. Wants to go across the top to the close side. He's got Jesus Ibarra just out of the wing. He floats it back to Alex McGrath, who's got it down near the end line. Back outside on the left side of the 18. Jesus fighting his way through the wing, down near the end line. Back out, Milo Garvanyan leaves it off for Jesus Ibarra, the San Diego, California native. Into the man from Spennymoor. The captain bends it in the save. The keeper diving to the ball as it's a shot delivered to the right side. Very well placed by Alex McGrath, but Odell makes a big save. Standing on his head right there. 65th minute, about to collapse into the 66th. We've played more than an hour from Chattanooga, Tennessee, where it's 1-0 CFC. Long, booming delivery over the top. This one, a big high bounce. Clattering around. Aerial play again by New York Red Bulls 2. This one taken up by NYRB 2. Chattanooga fighting to get this away. Alex McGrath in pursuit of the ball. Kept away from him by the likes of Aiden Jarvis. To the backside of the midfield circle. Back and forth. Colahuazo to the close side. And New York, this one mistakenly, errantly put out onto the scorer's table. Gathered up by Alex Patsell. Chattanooga FC extraordinaire. She's the one who grabs the ball. Seated at the scorer's table with our fourth official, Mr. Del Toro. Jack Bradshaw standing with her, a community engagement manager of Chattanooga FC. Had a good time talking to them when I got here today. I was a little rushed. Traffic was bad. Had bad traffic last night in Atlanta, too. What is going on in the southeast right now? We're going to get a short break, a couple of changes. McGrath is talking to Kilpatrick. First, I thought they would take a water break. Kilpatrick is the one who's called for the break. It's not a change. They're just moving the ball back out towards the center of the field and dropping it where it was kicked from. New York Red Bulls 2 to the far side. NYRB 2, long feed from left to right, looking for the wing on the far side down near the touchline. They've got it. Mehmeti walking the ball towards the 18, leaves it off backwards out front, 10 yards beyond the penalty arc. Pass to the front of the penalty arc, left side shot, and this one rolls through untouched. Gene Antoine lets that go by. Unbelievable. Chattanooga fans are confused as that one finds its way through. I can't believe it. Antoine didn't move. I'm not sure if he didn't see it or if he thought the play would be stopped. The ball harmlessly goes through traffic, finds the back of the net, leaving Chattanooga stunned. (1-1) equalized in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Off of the kickoff, this one dumped back behind towards the goal of New York. Chattanooga trying to take this away. New York Red Bulls have it back. They're fighting their way down along the touchline to the right, looking to get out of the attacking side of things. Fighting their way down towards the 18. New York on the right side, outside of the area. Jimenez Aranzazu can't cut it off. And this one centered up just beyond midfield, now to the far side along the touchline, looking for the wing. New York centering feed down along the end line, looking to add to what they scored a moment ago. And this one goes out over the end line, back to Chattanooga goal kick. Dembele, the one who scored a few moments ago, equalizing us in the 69th minute of play in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 1-1 between RBNY and CFC.
CFC is now making two substitutions.
Two changes for Chattanooga. Jalen James is coming in. Along with Jalen James, we're going to see Robert Screen. James is on for Wamry, the Frenchman. Callum Wattsman, the Englishman, is off for Robert Screen. Jalen James, a Texan, had a hat trick against Inter Miami 2 to open the year for Chattanooga FC. This one played through. There's Jalen James. He's tripped from behind. Chattanooga fans can't believe it. Jalen James goes down. That's a nice spot for Chattanooga FC. They're not even 10 yards beyond the penalty arc. Jalen James basically wrapped up and tackled by his ankles. May have been errant. Red Bulls come down on top of his legs, roll over him. And so prime position now for Chattanooga. The ball looks like they're going to place it maybe 6-7 yards beyond the right side of the penalty arc. Standing with it, Joseph Perez and Jesus Ibarra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits standing on the edge of the 18-yard box. There's a 3-man mini wall built directly off of the ball. Chattanooga stepping back, ready to deliver. Jesus Ibarra and Perez await the signal. Jesus, a blast to the right side and covered by the keeper Odell. He dives to his left and gets onto the ball. The 71st minute keeps us deadlocked. 1-1 between Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls 2. Chattanooga is in a must-win situation in Tennessee today. Obviously, you could still make the playoffs. 4 other scenarios where if they don't outright win, they make the MLSNP playoff. But you're relying on other clubs to leave points on the table in those situations. An outright win against the New York Red Bulls here at home puts Chattanooga in the playoff. Chipped through by New York. Dangerous situation, cleared away by Logan Brown. Good heads-up play by the Tennessean. Chattanooga's man chases after the ball and chips it off at the last possible moment. Streaking after it there to create a chance was Mohamed Sofo. He's played on the MLS side this season for this franchise. New York throws this in. Red Bulls battling it along the touchline. They're going to go backwards towards the center of the pitch. Working from left to right in the second half. NYRB. Red Bulls 2, fed through towards the wing, and no one's there. Errantly over the end line, goal kick Chattanooga. 72nd minute, 1-1, Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls. Gabriel Schrei, CKR, we're very glad you're here, and obviously a very tense situation. Big collision, hold that thought. The ball taken away from Chattanooga. Pass out front, Red Bulls shot deflected away. Garvanyan absolutely leveled by the Red Bulls. He's still down. That was a huge collision. His teammates coming over to check on him. And they're calling for medical staff. Hopefully he's all right. Garvanyan run down with authority by Aiden Jarvis. Massive collision between the two. The ball comes away from Garvanyan. He is dispossessed. The ball is fed out towards the penalty arc. It clatters around a bit, pinballs in traffic. New York has 4 guys there, and Alex McGrath is able to sacrifice his body, misdirect the ball. It travels off over the end line. I think we're going to have a set piece for New York, though. For the moment, Milo is being checked on. Medical staff, Melanie Schaefer on with him. There are 3 staff members on with him. Hopefully he's all right. Sekagaya is taking the time to meet up with his guys. The Red Bulls over near the bench. Milo's on his boots. That's a great sign. He took a shot. I mean, that was a full-speed collision. We'll see what Kilpatrick does with this. Obviously, off of the huge collision, to see the Red Bulls get a scoring chance is frustrating for Chattanooga. 4 staff members take Chattanooga's man off, Milo. Hopefully he's all right. 1-1, 74th minute winding in Chattanooga. And they assess the card against Milo. I'm not sure if they weren't looking or I'm misreading that, but to me that looked like he was run into almost on purpose. New York, the corner from the close side, Mehmeti. Floated out front, 10 yards beyond the penalty arc. Red Bulls back to the close side, just off the right side of the 18, deep into the wing along the end line. New York looking inside, pass back to Mehmeti. He's standing with the ball, chased from behind by Milo, and this one sent off. Milo Garvanyan comes back in and breaks it up. How about that display of toughness? Milo's had grit all year long and standing tall when it matters most. 75th minute, 1 1/4 hours played in a must-win situation for Chattanooga. We're deadlocked a goal apiece. Here's another corner. Bent across, backdoor the 6th, the header. Jimenez Aranzazu sends it out front of the penalty arc. Robert Screen headers it, keeping it going through the air. Out to Alex McGrath, midfield stripe. He's got it around 2 defenders. Down along the touchline, a foot race. And running down the ball, the Red Bulls. He sells with a fake, and the Chattanooga fans can't believe it. I can't believe it. Kilpatrick sounds the whistle. I need a glass of tea. This is a stressful one. Chattanooga fighting for their playoff chances against the Red Bulls, too, who are relishing the role of spoiler and certainly doing a nice job of making it seem like that's a possibility. 1 1/4 hours played, 75 minutes, 2 seconds showing on the board here in Chattanooga, where it's 1-1 between the Red Bulls of New York and Chattanooga FC. Kilpatrick sending the Red Bull way back, trying to get some free yardage here. Juan Esteban Gutierrez Ruiz moved that way up. He'll leave it off for the keeper, who will take the kick from the spot. Chattanooga historically has been electric. Their first ever season, they went 4-3 and did not qualify. They went to the national final in 2010, 6-0, 5-3 in 2011, 85% of their matches in 2012, 2013, 90% in 2014 and 2015, 100%. They went 9-0 in 2016. They have a long storied history. Regular season champs last year in NISA before they moved on to MLSNP. They were semifinalists in 2020. They've been in the playoffs season after season after season, looking to continue that story history in their first year in MLSNP. New York Red Bulls from center field feed this to the far touchline from left to right, just out of the wing. Jalen James can't win the foot race. Red Bulls stay with the ball. They've got it 20 yards beyond the 18. Here's a pass to the left corner of the area. Red Bulls back out front, just off the left side of the penalty arc. Now to the right side of the penalty arc, 5 yards outside of the 18. Close side, chip towards the end line. New York Red Bulls centering feed. Antoine bats it into the air and gloves it, coming down with this. 1-1, 77th minute, halfway over. Going to a shootout could be cataclysmic. Chattanooga has to feel this. They have to know you have to wrap this up in regulation. You cannot let this go to a draw. An outright win puts you in the playoff. Back to Antoine, to Fareed Sarsar now. Controlled in the 18, floated across down to the touchline. From right to left, Chattanooga. A laser over the top, a moonshot down the field, rolls all the way back to the keeper of the Red Bulls. James and Gray are up playing against this. This one goes out into row C as it's misdirected. Gabriel Schreit, Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network. 78th minute of play rolling. 1-1 between CFC and NYRB2. Thrown in across the top to the close touchline. Jesus Amara playing keep away, double teamed by the Red Bulls. Chattanooga swipes this backwards. Fareed Sarsar to the close side. Milo Garvanyan, 10 yards beyond the 18, down on the left of the area. Taylor Gray chips this around one defender, stolen away by New York, cleared, swept out to center field. Chattanooga gets it back. Jimenez Aranzazu heels this up into the air, taken away from him by Zanke Dembele, the goal scorer for New York. This one finds its way through traffic to Roseboro. He's looking for help, and this one going to be misguided for New York. Chattanooga is making a pair of changes. First, a wily veteran coming in for Joseph Perez, Anatoly Prepelica, the Moldovan. He's from Chisinau. He's had a fantastic career. This will be the 143rd match he's been paid to play in, according to transfermarket.com. He's been electric for so long and a very intimidating presence on the back for Chattanooga. Also coming into the match, in place of Jesus Ibarra at number 99, from Kristiansand, Norway, Marcus Naglestad, the legend. When Marcus first came to Chattanooga, my favorite verb to use on his shots was the howitzer, because he would fire from outside of the area and it looked like a howitzer firing off. And fans thought I had nicknamed him the Howitzer for a long time, so that could be his nickname if you want it to be. Marcus Naglestad, the all-time leading scorer in Chattanooga Football Club history, re-signed late this year, has yet to score. Down into the area, Chattanooga, feedback door, wanted to go for a shot. Jalen James chips it out front and gloved and covered. Remains 1-1. 80th minute has arrived between Chattanooga and New York. Red Bulls with the ball. Less than 10 minutes to play in regulation between these two. The pressure is on. It's a nice, mild, beautiful day in Chattanooga, but it might as well be 110 degrees as these two have played to a hotly contested match. Speaking of Naglestad, he's way up outside of the area, and Odell is shouting out to Kilpatrick, saying, make him go away, and the referee will not. Marcus Naglestad. Chattanooga steals it at midfield. Couple of passes. Taylor Gray left off for Naglestad. He's all alone on the left side. The howitzer to the right side, deflected away by Odell. It remains 1-1. Naglestad has played over 11,000 minutes as a professional. This is his 166th match all-time, according to TransferMarket.com. 97 all-time goals playing professional soccer. That includes 58 career goals for Chattanooga. Corner coming from the far side for Chattanooga in the 81st minute. Here's the delivery towards the backside of the 6. It's loose. This one headed away by New York into the wing down near the corner. And this one skeeters off over the touchline, so Chattanooga will have another set piece. Anatoly Prepelica to deliver. Win-and-in situation for Chattanooga's football club as their first ever season as a part of MLSNP. A beautiful run on moments ago. Here's Prepelica, thrown in front of the 6, headered, it's near the edge of the 18, comes down, screen, over to Gray, down along the end line outside of the 18, he bends it inside of the 6, here's a fight for it, New York clears it away, lofting this outside of the 18, midway between the midfield stripe and area. Jimenez Aranzazu takes this up, a pass down to Milo Garvanyan. Milo ropes this across and intercepted on the AstroTurf. Lots of room for NYRB2. Antoine shuffling backwards, dangerous situation for Chattanooga. New York leaves it off to the far side, pass deep into the 18, and gloved by Antoine in the 82nd minute. 1-1 remains the tally as the keeper from Haiti makes the save. Chattanooga back with the ball. 82nd minute rolling, 1-1. The season on the line for Chattanooga Football Club. Pass nearly intercepted. Anatoly, a missile down the field. Long shot beyond midfield. Collision, no call by Kilpatrick. New York takes it away. Taylor Gray still down. Slow to rise. Red Bulls, couple of passes. Pinballing through the center field stripe. Dembele, the goal scorer, evades Fareed Sarsar. He's got a little convoy just outside of the penalty arc, and Prepelica clears it away for Chattanooga. The Moldovan bust up the chance.
New York Red Bulls.
83rd minute is winding. Red Bulls making a change.
Number 79.
Colahuazo coming in, or coming off rather, in place of Rafael Antonio Mosquera Diaz. Here we go, we're ready to go as New York throws in near midfield into the center field circle. Red Bulls, long shot over the top. Logan Brown, a foot race. One Red Bull there and gloved by Antoine on the very back of the play. Good opportunity created for New York. Tanner Roseboro looking for the season spoiling goal. 84th minute is winding in Chattanooga. We'll certainly see some stoppage time. Left off, Red Bulls into the 18 on the right side, down along the end line, it's Roseboro again, defended by Fareed Sarsar, tries to step around him, bent towards the penalty spot, loose on the arc, McGrath can't get on top of the ball. Regathered by Dembele. Centering feed. Back to Dembele. Roping this around. A trio of passers looking to get on the attack. Red Bulls headed into the air on the penalty arc. Anatoly clears this over to Farid, who sends this skying out to center field. Naglestad touches this around defenders with a header. This one rolling all the way to the 18. Taylor Gray trying to run it down from behind. Odell distributes to the close side. Touched over to Aiden Jarvis, down along the touchline in front of the Chattanooga bench. He hands it off to Copeland Berkeley. Naglestad still playing up. This one roped, bouncing its way through the center field stripe, and now touched all the way back to the keeper of Chattanooga, Gene Antoine. He sends this long. Back-to-back Golden Glove Award winner in Nice of the final 2 seasons in the league for Chattanooga. One of the best in MLSNP this year as well. This one somehow finds its way through the center field, walking it down. New York Red Bulls, dangerous moment. Anatoly chips it away, regathered by New York. Centered up 15 yards beyond the penalty arc. Now to the close side. Mehmeti gives this off to Berkeley. Back out front to him. He's still in that same spot. Playing up is Alex McGrath, the captain. Back to the close side to Copeland Berkeley. He's being defended by Garvanyan. Pass to the right side of the penalty arc. Regathered, trying to enter into the area. Dembele chips this away from Farid Sarsar. Dembele's got it back on the edge of the 18. Centering feed, right side of the penalty arc. A blast deflected by Jimenez Aranzazu. Headed by Alex McGrath. The captain has it. Lots of room. You can hear the Chattanooga fans through the circle. He leaves it off to the far side. Delivered over to Taylor Gray. Gray walking it down towards the area near the penalty arc. Wide open. Naglestad on the left side of the 18. Naglestad, a stoppie, cuts back. Here's a shot deflected away. Sent off by the New York Red Bulls. Naglestad giving them fits as Adrian Mehmeti has to chase him down in the midfielder, just able to make the play. Thrown into screen, sent back to Garvanyan, chipped off by Dembele. 86th minute is halfway over. 1-1 Chattanooga and New York. Back to Farid Sarsar, 10 yards beyond the center field stripe. Prepelica back to Antoine, who is on center field right now on the circle. The keeper, long ball, lets it fly for the wing on the close side. Headed inside by Milo Garvanyan and set off. Look out, Chattanooga fans. Into a crowd of youngsters who are here. It looks like a soccer team who's come out to the game as a group. Throw incoming. Everything on the line for the Scenic City. Taylor Gray heels it inside. Mehmeti clears this for New York. Chattanooga going to regather just beyond the wing. Now touched out to the center field circle. Waiting for it is Logan Brown, the Texan. The man from Dallas walking this. Roped across, bouncing its way to the far side, just beyond the wing for Chattanooga. Right side of the 18, chipped around a defender down near the end line. This one defended, protected, and allowed to go out over the end line by New York. Now there's a flop on the back. Kilpatrick not happy about it. Words for Jalen James. There may have been contact. Kilpatrick is not having it. He's ignoring what New York has to say. We'll play on. 87th minute is about to leave us behind as the 88th is coming. 1-1 Chattanooga and New York. There are 4 scenarios where Chattanooga can make the playoff without an outright win, but the simplest is just that. If Chattanooga wins, they are in. New York Red Bulls through center field. This one rattles around before it's rolling off over the touchline, 15 yards beyond midfield. New York will throw in. Red Bulls. Thrown in, long feed, down towards the wing. New York has it, left side of the 18. Centered up, down near the penalty arc. Stepping around one defender. Pass inside all alone. Antoine makes the play. That one rolls through. Antoine is able to put his body in position to prevent the scoring chance. Nearly perfectly placed pass looking for Mohamed Sofo. Forward can't get there in time. It just rolls off. Chattanooga back underway. Antoine to the far side. He's got Jalen James. 88th minute is gone. And hello and welcome to the 89th minute of play. We have nearly played 1.5 hours of pro side soccer from Chattanooga, Tennessee. 1-1 New York and Chattanooga. Farid Sarsar, just yards beyond midfield, rolls this back to Anatoly. Prepelica, the Moldovan, a moonshot to the far side, delivered to Taylor Gray. Gray has help in front of him. He's 10 yards beyond the 18. Chipped inside, Jalen James beyond the 6. Here's a feed to Alex McGrath, who's tripped up. Ball still alive. Naglestad is nutmegged. The ball outside for New York's Red Bulls. Left off to the close side. New York trying to get around for Reed. He steals it off the boots of a would-be attacker. Long feed, Naglestad, the shot deflected away by Odell. Great play by the keeper, Odell, who stymies the man from Norway. No corner as Chattanooga gives this ball back to the Red Bulls of New York. And we are into the 90th minute between the Red Bulls and Chattanooga. The playoff dreams and hopes of the Scenic City on the line. The final 60 seconds of regulation, we will certainly see quite a bag of stoppage time. The question remains how much. Atlanta United played 14 minutes of stoppage time last night against New York Red Bulls. This one through center field, rattles around and goes off over the far touchline. Halfway through our final minute, 1-1. Chattanooga makes the playoff with an outright win. Red Bulls, 10 yards behind midfield. They're doing a little time wasting already. Thrown in, into the attacking side. This one rolls through traffic. Kilpatrick sounds the whistle.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 4 minutes of added
4
time.
minutes of stoppage time called for as regulation arrives. 1.5 hours played, 4 minutes of stoppage time. The scenarios are much more difficult without an outright win. This one through for New York. Pass out front. Chattanooga cuts it off and clears it away. Last second play by Logan Brown. Chattanooga, Robert Screen can't get after it. Mehmeti rolls this across to the close side to Copeland Berkeley. He's back to Mehmeti, up to Dembele, the goal scorer. He's got it right side of the penalty arc, floated across left side of the penalty arc into the area, corner of the 18. Red Bulls trying to go back out front, cut off by Jimenez Aranzazu. Moonshot midfield, headered back away from Marcus Naglestad. This one through onto the penalty arc, cut away by Logan Brown, the man from Texas, and Kilpatrick stops us. We played 50 seconds of 4 minutes of stoppage time. It's 1-1, Chattanooga and New York Red Bulls. The fate of Chattanooga will be in the hands of many other clubs if they can't win outright. Gene Antoine puts us back underway. A laser down the field, headed by Naglestad, who is still down. Naglestad, a veteran presence for Chattanooga, takes a shot from behind, and that's where they'll spot him. Ball will be placed 15 yards beyond the 18-yard box. Alex McGrath, the captain from Spennymoor, England. Milo Garvanyan standing by with the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside of the area. Make it 6. Here comes Logan Brown. McGrath standing alone with the ball as Milo Garvanyan joins his teammates inside of the 18. No walls built. McGrath chips this backside of the 6, a header out front, and the whistle as this is delivered to Fareed Sarsar. It'll escape, and in a couple of moments we'll play on. 2 minutes of our 4 of stoppage time are gone. Pro Side Soccer from Chattanooga, Tennessee. A beautiful day for it, but the stress is through the roof. It might as well be 110 degrees in the stadium. Chattanooga with a win makes the playoff. 1-1, New York Red Bulls 2, Chattanooga Football Club. Here we go, Red Bulls through traffic. This one filters all the way down to the edge of the area and touched by Garvanyan. Back to Prepelica. This one sent long through midfield, down to the attacking side. Red Bulls take it away. Rolling back towards the area of Chattanooga. Antoine sends it aerial again. That kills another few seconds, and so we've now played 93 minutes. 3 of 4 indicated stoppage minutes have been played. Chattanooga deadlocked with the Red Bulls of New York. Thrown in. Down near the corner. Red Bulls out front, edge of the wing. New York. Rolled across Mehmeti. Left off down near the touchline. New York trying to waste some time. Naglestad has a chance running down for the ball and touched away from him at the last moment to Odo. Odo loses outside of the 6. The man from Norway can't reach it again. This one sent out to center field. Dramatic final minutes here. 3:40 played of 4 indicated stoppage minutes. Garvanian nutmegs a defender. Inside to Jimenez Aranzazu. Chattanooga walking it down towards the 18. Left off, Logan Brown, right side of the penalty arc. Jalen James, 6-yard box shot deflected off into the brickwork behind the end line. Chattanooga generates a corner. We've played 4 minutes of our 4 indicated of stoppage time. 4:10 to be specific. 1-1 Chattanooga, New York. An outright win would put Chattanooga into the playoff in their first season in MLSNP. The corner from the far side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Navy kits inside. Garvanian, the signal. Kilpatrick says go ahead. Here's the delivery towards the 6. The header goes straight up. This one loose. Boxing out for it. Taylor Gray sends it into the 18, and we get a whistle. We've got a man down in the wing rolling. Kilpatrick stops play and throws a card on Taylor Gray. We got 4 minutes of stoppage time called for. We played 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Odell blasts this away. There's the whistle. Full time. We play to a 1-1 draw. I'll give you the scenarios where Chattanooga can make the playoff in just a moment.
You are going to want to miss the conclusion to the end of our match.
Shootout coming in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A chance to make the playoff on the line for Chattanooga's football club. Drama couldn't be greater than this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together. Hey Chattanooga, show your pride for the Chattanooga Football Club. Our team, our city, our pride. Join us at Finley Stadium and experience the thrill of live soccer. From heart-stopping goals to electrifying saves, there's nothing like the roar of the crowd. Get your tickets now at ChattanoogaFC.com and bring your friends and family for an unforgettable night. Together we can make this season one for the record books. Let's pack the stands and show our team the support they deserve.
Chattanooga, every game day is an experience with the Chattanooga Football Club. From thrilling matches at Finley Stadium to community events and fan meetups, there's something for everyone. Join us and be a part of the action. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for tickets, schedules, and all the latest news. Let's come together and support our team like never before. Chattanooga Football Club, one city, one team, one goal. Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club, your team, your style, your gear.
Looking for a fun, exciting night out for your family? Look no further. We've got it. Chattanooga Football Club matches are the perfect family-friendly event. Enjoy the game, food trucks, and activities for kids of all ages. Make memories and support your local club. Visit ChattanoogaFC.com for schedule and ticket information. From thrilling goals to community spirit, there's something for everyone. Chattanooga Football Club, where soccer and community come together.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back. We're about to get into the shoot-off. Anatoly Prepelica selected as the first shooter for Chattanooga's football club. And I think what the fans don't know in the stands yet, I'm looking at scores from around the league, and I think I have some bad news to break here for you. Taking a look at it, Chattanooga can make the playoffs with a shootout win in 3 scenarios. They need Chicago to lose. Chicago did not, so that eliminates 2 of the 4 chances. They need the Foxes to get 1 or fewer points, which is true, but in that scenario, the Crew couldn't win. Prepelica to take the first penalty shot. Right side, he gets it. 1-0 in the shootout. Chattanooga leads. Prepelica the first. So Chattanooga leading 1-0 in the shootout here, but even if they can take both of the points, they have been mathematically eliminated from the playoff. The New York Red Bulls have selected their first shooter. Antoine centered up. Shooter standing on the spot. He'll back up. Chattanooga leads 1-0 in the shootout. Approaches, strikes, right side. He's got it. We're equalized. And a little celebration on the finger wag from Ibrahim, the midfielder from Uganda. Equalized, 1-1. Chattanooga looking to wrap up with a shootout win in electric fashion at home. Eliminated from the playoff, and what a season it's been now. The perspective really grows. Very magical year. More on that in a moment. Naglestad the next for Chattanooga. He's going to shoot quickly. Low right side. The keeper goes the wrong way. 2-1 Chattanooga. We've seen 3 shooters, 2 for Chattanooga, 1 for the Red Bulls. Chattanooga leading 2-1. Everybody's made it. Antoine back between the posts. Moments ago, Ibrahim made it for the Red Bulls. Now Audrey Mehmeti to take his shot. He's been a big part of the USMNT Youth National Program. He's standing straight back from the spot. Crowd growing loud. He's going to step to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's a shot, low right side. He made it. 2-2. Equalized again. 2 shooters apiece. 2 makes apiece. Mehmeti gets 1 to go. He'll be replaced by a Chattanooga shooter. It looks like Logan Brown, the Texan. It is. Odell between the posts to face Logan Brown. Chattanooga, 1 final point on the line for their season to close out their year as a part of MLSNP as they played to a draw. Brown standing to the left, just steps back from the ball, shuffles, strikes, left side, top shelf, he wrestles the twine. 3-2, Chattanooga lead in the shootout. Logan Brown gets it to go. Here comes Gene Antoine to face the next shooter for the Red Bulls of New York. Rafael Antonio Mascara-Diaz. He scored 4 goals in play this season. We've seen 3 shooters for Chattanooga's football club, 2 for New York. It's 3-2. Everybody's made it. Mascara-Diaz stepping back, straight back from the penalty spot. He is straight back from the ball, shuffles to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stops, shoots, left side. It's blocked by Gene Antoine. Chattanooga leads 3-2 in the shootout, the first miss of the shootout for the Red Bulls. Mascara-Diaz stopped, tried to stymie the keeper, and ice in the veins of Chattanooga's number 15 from Jeremy Haiti. The fourth shooter for Chattanooga is Fareed Sarsar. He'll shoot quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Low right side, he got it to go. 4-2 Chattanooga. We've seen 4 shooters for Chattanooga, 3 for New York Red Bulls. And a little congratulatory handshake from Gene Antoine. Well deserved. New York Red Bulls send on their 4th shooter of the shootout, Mohamed Sofo. Sofo has scored 6 goals this season. Standing just inside of the area, shuffles left, quickly approaches left side, he gets it to go. 4-3, he makes it. But Sofo might not be enough for the Red Bulls as Chattanooga's final shooter can close out the match and secure a 2nd point. Alex McGrath, the captain from Spennymoor. I can't imagine anything worse than this, not knowing. They don't know. McGrath, 2 steps left of the ball. Approaches, strikes left side, the save made by Odell. And so after 5 shooters for Chattanooga, 4 for the Red Bulls, it's 4-4. Rather, 4-3, excuse me. They can force extra shooters if they make this, Gene Antoine. Number 66, Tanner Roseboro, the midfielder. He's going to approach quickly, strikes right side, he gets it to go. We're equalized after 5 shooters, 4 apiece. We now go to singles. Chattanooga put together one of the great seasons in club history, looking to get one final point. It breaks my heart to think the guys of Chattanooga do not know that they are out of the playoff. Here's the delivery, right side, he gets it to go. In extra shooters, the first makes it for Chattanooga, Robert Screen. Chattanooga can walk away, enter this year into the record books and just feel fantastic about a very competitive season. Some of the best on the planet, so many international players in this league, so many guys rubber banding up and down between Major League Soccer and MLS Next Pro. The players we've had on our pitch at Chattanooga this year, it's just unreal. Guys scoring on the MLS side, and they're here the next night playing against Chattanooga. To respond in 1-on-1s, the Red Bulls approaches, strikes right side. We play on a second in individual shooters as Aiden Jarvis gets it to go. Screeny made one a moment ago. 5-5 overall in the shootout. Chattanooga still could have made the playoff following not capturing the outright win, but they needed Chicago to lose, and they did not. They needed the Carolina Core Foxes to get 1 or fewer points, and they did lose. But for that to work, they needed Chicago to lose or the Crew to lose, and Chicago and the Crew won. Jalen James, the next shooter, the save made. Odell dances it out. James is rejected. Just the 2nd shooter to not make it for Chattanooga. A season with a lot of beautiful history for the Scenic City and Chattanooga. New faces and friends for this club, for the Chattahooligans, for the fans, larger crowds than ever. The next for the New York Red Bulls, approaches, stops, strikes, right side, Antoine makes the save. Jane Antoine bats it away for Chattanooga Football Club. Dembele can't get it to go. Chattanooga generates historic statistics in every category. Welcomes new fans and friends from around the world in the course of 2024 as their first season as a part of MLSNP. Garvanyan, the next shooter. Odell is ready. He stands 2 steps to the right of the ball. From the penalty spot, here's a strike, top left side it goes. Garvanyan, and our second set of 5, makes it 2-1. Red Bulls send their next shooter to the line. The signal approaches. Here's the strike, low left side it goes. Effortless. This time it's Copeland Berkeley. Keeps us equalized, 2 apiece in the second set. Now we'll see Taylor Gray. Gray gets the signal. Here's the delivery. He gets it to go. Rustling the twine for Chattanooga. 3-1, 3-2 rather, excuse me, in the shootout. Taylor Gray puts Chattanooga ahead 3-2. Omar Valencia to the spot. New York Red Bulls trailing 3-2 in our second set of 5. The signal, Valencia just inside of the right of the penalty arc, walks up, fires it off the crossbar, it's no good. Antoine, can't believe it, he is fired up, the Chattahooligans go wild. Chattanooga celebrating in style in Tennessee. Chalk it up. 2 points for Chattanooga Football Club to close the season, a shootout win in the draw. Chattanooga finishes their campaign in 2024 in electric fashion, 9, 9, and 10 with a bucket of shootout wins. I'll be back. I'm going to take a short break and collect some thoughts for myself. Chattanooga is mathematically eliminated from the playoff, which is just devastating to come that close. I can't lie to you. I'll have thoughts for you, recap, and more in just a second. Chattanooga Kickoff Radio Network. Don't go anywhere.
Show your Chattanooga FC pride everywhere you go with official club gear. From stylish hats and tees to cozy hoodies and scarves, we've got everything you need to represent your team. Visit our online store at ChattanoogaFC.com or stop by our merchandise stands at Finley Stadium. Gear up and wear your colors proudly. Let's paint the city blue together. Chattanooga Football Club. Your team, your style, your gear.
Children are the greatest joy and our best hope for a better future. Friends, they are the future. But did you know that millions of kids are facing hunger every day? Food is not just food. It's energy, health, confidence, hope, and even love. Yes, love.
Thank you!
Learn more about how No Kid Hungry is helping end child hunger in America at helpnokidhungry.org.
This is the Chattanooga Kickoff Network. Now back to more Chattanooga Football Club action with your play-by-play host, Gabriel Schrei.
Welcome back to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and for the final time in 2024, I will be saying goodbye and sending you on your way. Chattanooga finishes with a shootout win, 9, 9, and 10, their overall record this season. A historic year of first, 45 points in MLSNP regular season play. They welcomed new friends and family members from around the world who competed for the Scenic City. We saw more fans than ever in our home stands. The turnouts were incredible this year. The Chattahooligans more engaged than ever. Just an excellent year, competing against some of the best from around the country in MLS Next Pro action. It's just been magical to be a part of it, to sit in the press box, to watch the joy on the faces of kids, of fans of all ages, elderly fans, and see everyone come together week in and week out. What a special year. What a special season together as a part of MLS Next Pro. Chattanooga Football Club can't come up in the clutch, and playing the spoiler today, Mr. Dembele, who comes through. Malik scores his second goal of the season, and it is the spoiler that ends Chattanooga Football Club's season when he scores in the 68th minute. They got a dirty, greasy goal that was really a luck goal. Taylor Gray delivered it inside. Callum Watson stayed with it, stayed strong, was able to get a shot onto the ball and was toppled end over end. He went down hard, but that goal just wasn't enough. Chattanooga couldn't grind it out. They play to a draw, they get the shootout win, and they still could have made the playoff with a shootout win, but unfortunately, all the other conditions they needed did not come true. Carolina Core, Chicago Fire FC2, and Columbus Crew 2, they needed a few different things to come true, and they could not get any one of those scenarios to work for them. There were 4 different scenarios where they could have made it. So Chattanooga's season comes to a close. A great season. Let's take a look at the numbers for today before we go through a couple of quick facts about this year. Chattanooga in today's match looked really good. We saw Naglestad Prepelica come in late. Great performances on the wings. Shots today, 19-13. Chattanooga lead that category. Shots on goal, 10-6. Chattanooga. Blocked shots, 6-5. New York Red Bulls. Total passes, Chattanooga ended up edging them for 33-83. Passing percentages, 84 Chattanooga, 80 New York Red Bulls. Corners, 9-3 Chattanooga. Crosses, 6-5 New York. Really competitive. On paper, the highlights check out. I mean, that was a really fun, exciting match to be a part of, and a really good way to close the season for Chattanooga. Obviously, the only way that can be better if you're a Chattanooga fan is if Chattanooga Football Club does take the win and walk their way into the playoffs in their first ever season as part of the league. Taking a look back at this year, there was a lot of really special, fun moments. It started with a draw against Huntsville City, followed that up with a win over FC Cincinnati. One of the highlights of the year, a massive win, 6 goals scored on April 13th over Inter Miami. 6-2 the final score. At the time, Chattanooga's record, 2-0-2, just 2 draws, a couple of wins, and they were one of the best in the league as we got into May. Bested Miami again on the road, and at the time they were 5-1-3. They fell off a little bit, but a lot of good wins and fun times sprinkled in there. A couple of results in June against Chicago and Orlando, played to draws back-to-back. They did lose a few in a row, and they snapped it with a big victory against Orlando City B at home. 1-0 was the score, and at the time it was the 7th win of the year on July 27th for Chattanooga Football Club. The season continued on, played to a draw against Toronto in August, played to a draw against Crown Legacy in August, went on the road with the club to Huntsville. That was a fun one. Then, finally in September, a big outright win against Columbus Crew 2 that really was the start of the playoff hopes here and kept the season alive for Chattanooga Football Club. Played to a draw at New England Revolution. Madeline Cruz filled in for me for that one, and that really seemed like that was going to be a moment where Chattanooga defined themselves and was able to find their way into the playoff. They got the huge win last week on the road outside of the United States, 5-1 against Toronto FC, but it just wasn't enough today because they played to the draw and they can't get all the conditions they needed to come true to make the playoff. A magical year, a fantastic year, marked by new heights, new action, new fun, and new opponents. You look back, you say they created 45 goals, they allowed 41, they finished with a positive goal differential. They did things so well. They created scoring chances. They ran new formations. We haven't seen them run successfully like this before. Only got a few penalty goal kicks, but overall, great numbers, great performance from every unit that this club fielded throughout the course of the season. That's going to do it for me. Before I do go, since this is the final broadcast of the year, I want to give a really, really special shout out and thank you to the front office of Chattanooga Football Club. When the league announced they were joining, it was really exciting. Chattanooga FC made sure they invited me to be there and to host the Q&A at the hotel, and I appreciated that. That meant a lot to me personally. I was very thankful for that opportunity. got to meet everybody from the league. Really thankful for the kindness of Charles Altchek. Really thankful for the kindness of Sarah Jemison. They were great to me. Obviously, they use Apple TV, so Zeka Fejas and I were done calling the home TV broadcast, and Chattanooga FC said, well, we want you to do radio, and Darrell Stalvey created that for me to be able to do that and keep me involved, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Elton Bird, Darrell, Hayes Creech, they've treated me like family. They've been kind to me, and this has been as much fun as I've ever had broadcasting. Very thankful to be a part of our Chattanooga FC in the city of Chattanooga. They finished their season 9-10, 45 points. A great year in Chattanooga. Signing off for Chattanooga Football Club, I'm Gabriel Schrei. We'll see you next year.
On behalf of both clubs, the fans, Gabriel Schrei, and the entire team at the Chattanooga Kickoff Network, I'm Brian Vale, bidding you farewell. Thank you for tuning in for today's edition of Professional Soccer.
All events airing on the Chattanooga Kickoff Network are broadcast live and are copyright material. Today's match will be archived for replay inside of the app or platform where you tuned in. For detailed recaps, highlights, and to secure tickets for upcoming matches, make your way to ChattanoogaFC.com. Stay informed with all of the action and never miss a chance to support your team live from the stands. Do you have game day snapshots? We'd love to see them. Tag us in your photos when you share them on social media. Are you using team hashtags with your posts? Remember to include hashtag Chattanooga Always and hashtag SomosCFC in all of your posts about Chattanooga FC. Let's unite on social media. Whether we come out on top or not, we stand together. Be sure that you're also following us on social media. Connect with Chattanooga FC on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Do you have feedback or bright ideas? We're all about making game day the best it can be. If you have suggestions or thoughts on how we can enhance the experience, we're eager to hear them. Drop by our website today to connect with us and submit your suggestions.
Gathers it up on the edge of the 18, looking for help, gets around a defender, well struck, he scores! 1-0 Chattanooga Football Club! Burgess delivers a straight left side, 2-1 Chattanooga lead! Chattanooga Football Club out in front.
This broadcast is a proud product of the Chattanooga Kickoff Network.